The Hydra head swinging can't sever the beast. Four corners of the world we feast. Main event John, West Coast, Demon Nessa, Caribbean, Mommy Jojo, OTC, the professor. John steps in, the ring turns molten. Gold in his veins, every move is golden. Elbows crack skulls, knees hit like thunder. Crowd roars louder, they pull him under. Nessa the demon from Cali, she rolls. Spitfire spirit got flames in the flows. Chains in her hands, stomping on foes. The bell rings once, then it's nobody knows.
Four heads, one mind, Hydra in the night. From the CCN, we the ones who bite. Hydra in the ring, no chance to fight. When we take the stage, ain't no dimming our light.
We the Fab Four, Hydra under CCN. Every move lethal, every strike a sin.
You step to the beat, but you can't get in.
We the Hydra, can't kill what's within. Jojo the Korean mommy got the ocean sway. Her hips crack ribs, her fists don't play. Drenched in the salt of 1,000 tides. Her smile sweet, but her wrath won't hide.
Welcome to Sports for You Wrestling. It's our ring, our section. From the bay, we flexing. Fat four, keep the crowd out, all guessing. Welcome to Sports for You.
What up, everybody? Good evening, good evening, good evening.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. No. I am. Welcome to S4UWrestling episode 64, the European lockdown, because the European tour has kicked off in WWE, and there's a lot of people holding that sumbitch on lockdown. I am Trail, the OTC. That is the main event, John. And of course, the Caribbean one, the spicy tamale, the head of security. Yeah, you had security. Who just had technical difficulty at the same time. But anywho, that was JoJo. She will be back.
Of course.
John, if there's anything we both know, and that is technical difficulties.
Yeah, man.
For sure. But listen, man, we are on the road to Saudi. Ready, man? Because this is gonna be a busy month for the brand.
That's this.
I mean, we got some stuff going on. We got the road to 2 more weeks. Two more weeks until the fun starts. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
What do you guys mean? Well, we'll let y'all know in 1 week's time what we got going on. But listen, the road to the Saudi kickstarted on Friday as the WWE kicked off their European tour. Looks like it's going to be a yearly thing, because didn't they kick off a European tour last year? For Rumble season, or they was out of the country. Oh yeah, they were on the European tour last year, weren't they? Around this time,
obviously they was on it for Mania. It was only for Mania. I'm trying to remember where they on it for the Rumble. I can't remember if they was on it for the Rumble. I do remember they was on it for Mania though. I do remember they was on it for Mania. But,
and of course, shout out to La Madrina. The voice of the voiceless, La Madrina. She would be here, but she's under the weather. So once again, send shout outs to Nessa. Wish her well. This is crazy, John. we kicked off 2026 with 3 of the 5 4.
That's the way it goes. It's just the way it goes.
Yep. Last week, JoJo was MIA because she was sick, and this week, Nessa's MIA because she's sick. So we'll have all 4 eventually, but we still cause chaos no matter which number you get. And speaking of chaos, welcome back.
Not you calling her the voice of the voiceless. What? It's crazy work.
Yeah, it technically is. It doesn't have a voice.
Yeah.
Then how can she be the voice to the voiceless?
And John and JoJo are the voice of the voiceless. So, so it works. It works. So any shenanigans, we're gonna capitalize it 2 times because we gotta speak for her too. But yeah, the European tour. Have we all got caught up on SmackDown? Because it was a pretty loaded show on Friday, and let's just get into another Randy Orton return. European crowd singing his praises as usual.
Daddy Orton.
Once again,
Daddy Orton.
I don't know. I don't know who y'all talking about. I don't know who she talking about. I know who Randall Keith Orton is.
I'm speaking for me and Nessa.
Clearly.
Yeah. The Legend Killer, the Viper, came out, and once again, he couldn't get a word in edgewise because Captain Lemon Pepper Stepper showed up. And listen, I said this before. I was right when NXT kept Trick Williams down there for a little bit longer because, man, the pop that man got was insane. But he's bold a little bit too because, I mean, come on, you interrupted Randy Orton, so you know usually what happens when you interrupt Randy Orton. I mean, slapped the mic out of his hand, pause. But he avoided an RKO because the Miz took his place.
Again.
So that's 3 RKOs in a 2 weeks time period. So are we looking at, is this gonna be like one of those fuse genres, just something because of the little mini tournament they got going on later?
Well, I think it has to do with the tournament. I know we're gonna talk about that. But Miz just found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time again. And this time he wasn't laughing.
Yeah. No, he wasn't. But shout out to Trick Williams. Got his first win as officially part of the SmackDown roster against the taller Ray, as in Ray Phoenix. Yeah, I said it. Because I can't make child jokes on Wednesdays. Is she talking about you, Jonathan, or is she talking about Randall?
The other fans for his no what? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm a little bit confused. Like
I am too.
I'm assuming we're talking about Trick and his thick self.
She got plans for Trick. I don't need to know.
All right. I think Ash got something to say about that.
She said both.
Both.
So
as you should, man.
Take 2 at a time.
Can you take
Jonathan
2 at a time?
Jonathan.
We know that's what we said. That's what we said. What we said. Hey man, she might need some TLC next week in a couple of weeks.
9 days.
Yeah, we ain't talking about soup. Okay, So,
And then y'all have the audacity to say that it's me and Nessa that corrupted.
Y'all blame us for everything. Y'all blame us for
I say no such thing.
Everything? For everything?
So everybody blames me for it's like everybody just blames me for everything. Where the
that accent come from?
The guy who's living in the White House. That's
Oh,
and you gotta put your hands up here.
That's how we made that Chris Prince.
Hey, man, she needs the tonsils cleared.
Oh wow! I was doing the episode he made the cameo on Fresh Prince when they were trying to sell the house. I don't think that's diabolical.
Isn't it? Nobody? All right. Dr. Watson, paging Dr. Watson.
Oh, listen.
What up, Mike D?
Yeah, she's already feeling better. Look at her. Big JoJo, that's his name. Damn it.
I'm sorry. Listen, there's a whole lot of talk. You cannot blame me right now. Where my mind went and parked right in that bitch. Okay.
With popcorn and everything. I know, I understand.
Listen, I got
I understand. But yep, she got your nut. Oh, well, hey. She's getting a Marvin Gaye on right now.
What is
I don't know that's necessarily
it is a hump day for real.
You know.
Listen,
Jonathan, we ain't gonna start that right now. Let's keep going.
Tribal Chief, what's good with you, bro? Good luck on Sunday.
Yo, put the ones up for the Tribal Midwest Tribal Chief. Shout out to Devin. You know what I'm saying?
Good luck on Sunday, bro.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck to them Bears, man. Because listen, those are the comeback Bears. They're the second half kings. Yeah.
All right, Nessa. All right.
For jump day. Oh, someone's bouncy.
Or is the bouncy bun brigade?
Yeah, shout out to Mimi. I had a joke for that when she said that, but I decided to leave myself out of it because I was at work.
I didn't. So bouncy buns, huh? Bouncy buns, huh? Bouncy buns, huh? That sounded wild.
Jonathan.
I don't know who she's rotating on.
Don't tell me with a good time.
I don't even know who she's telling that to. That's the problem.
Me.
Oh. Well, it is hump day. But anywho, so is anyone else getting the idea that there's a problem on the horizon with the Twisted Royalty tag team? Because Charlotte Flair didn't make the European trip. Talk about that she's sick, right? Last Legend and Nia Jax tried to, stir the pot a little bit, cause some necessary chaos.
Here you go, sweetheart. Now go make it to the European tour. Thank you.
Yep. Again, props brought to you in part by JoJo Poppins. If you need it, she got it.
She took a pay. She has some PTO. She has some PTO.
Mm-hmm. And they were saying that anytime it was about Alexa, I like that one. I like that. Kudos, JoJo. Kudos. I like that one. Pissed them off. Because speaking of getting pissed off, somebody almost caught a case today, but I was on the phone trying to get this case to start.
Yo,
but
what the heck?
apparently, yes.
We're not talking about that, man. And especially if said person is watching, I do forgive you, but I still felt, if you know, you know.
We wasn't talking about you.
Oh, cool. I thought we were talking about that situation earlier. I thought we were talking about that situation happened at work this morning.
Yeah, we don't need the world to know the Joanna Man story. But no, we was talking about the one down there.
Man,
Jojo,
you got a case at work too? Golly, man, we gotta.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Our HR people gonna hate us.
We're gonna be called an HR. Listen, we are going to be broke from how much we're gonna have to be like, hey, yo, this is a collect call from. Which one of us went to jail this
time? No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. Nope, she was not. I said what I said. But anywho, I mean, they were saying that when it was all about Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair is nowhere to be found. So are we possibly seeing the seeds being planted for the first tag team in the women's division to be split? Jojo, what do you think? Is Charlotte legit being sick, or is she's still about herself? No, Nessa, you try me.
Well, damn.
I battle for mine.
All right.
Continue.
I feel like there is going to be maybe a little bit of a, because the seeds are planted, but also that could also be a mind game that, you know, these ladies are playing to get them to, so they can get in there and win their stuff.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, because usually Alexa Bliss is the one that's great in playing mind games, but it looked like she was in a little bit of a naive mode and not believing what they're talking about. So she kind of counteracted by telling Lash to watch out for Nia, because Nia has a thing or two of stabbing someone in the back. And I'm looking at Alexa, I'm like, that's kind of hypocritical, because if you remember correctly, wasn't it Alexa that turned on Nia Jax?
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the body shaming and all that stuff back in the day. So yeah, there's a lot of hypocrisy going on in here. But what do you think about the whole situation, John?
I knew eventually. Look, we saw the cracks of Charlotte Flair reverting to some of her old tactics back at War Games, because she was on the fence about being on the same side with Rhea Ripley. Now she gets a convenient sick day when she is clearly needed, and Alexa Bliss just gets this random opportunity to face Julia for the United States Championship. I see the cracks.
That was weird.
I see the cracks, but I think they're still going to find some way to keep it together, because I still think they want to have one more run at the women's tag team titles. But I have a raised eyebrow at Charlotte if I was Lexi.
Yep.
Yeah, because when you think this, because it looks like all these tag teams that we know for sure are going to break up, I have a feeling it's going to be closer to Mania season when it happens. It might be sooner, especially with Alexa and Charlotte, because, you know, Charlotte does have that history of not playing well with others when there's gold on the line. So, but it's something to definitely keep an eye on, because hold up, wait a minute. Hold on. You know where I work. I know where you live. So, which one's gonna strike first? Because you only know where he works. We work on totally different floors. And there's a code to my office.
I ain't never stopped nobody before.
Hey. Shh.
Who you telling to shh?
Relax.
You ain't telling me to shh. You got the wrong one, sir.
Shh.
So now we definitely going Austin Powers. Like. So we'll be Zippy Longstocking in a minute.
Ma'am, you only have one way to find me, and I'm looking at them. So that's all your eggs in one basket right there.
So this is Operation Scotty, Operation Nessa Don't.
Hey, bring your back up.
John.
Bring. Oh man.
You're damn right, Nessa. You're damn right.
And I know you bring your back up, and I know a person that can handle that. But anyway, moving on to the next nothing. Anyway.
Nah, bring that back. Bring that back for 2 seconds. Handle who?
Oh boy.
Handle who? I am pretty sure the person you think that's gonna handle this lets me do practically anything. Okay? Thank you. Lets me get away with murder.
What? Oh, I'm thinking of shoes tonight.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
You're welcome.
Because when it comes to shenanigans, I am allowed.
Who said anything about you not being allowed to do shenanigans?
Ain't nobody gonna handle this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Here we go.
And meanwhile, I'm getting bombarded in my text messages, but by the voiceless one. But anyway,
but she's still being heard.
Here we go.
She is, and we love her for it. 5 times. Hey, we said this last year. We coming for a repeat. So. Oh,
Faith
walked in.
Faith's followers walked into a whole bunch of mess.
And this is the first time she actually walked in on some mess.
You'll catch up pretty soon. Certain people.
Yeah, because it's like 3 people will be flying to LA.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Then I'm gonna have to make a call. Then I have to make a call to Arkansas. But anyway, we She's like crashing out even without a voice. Yeah, that's it. But anyway,
now you want now. So I go, well, now whisper like the librarian who be whispering, trying to yell, but that's what she's doing right now. She ain't got no voice.
That was me at that game.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
listen, when I said I used my inside yell,
that people were confused by that, but I'm sitting there like, it's a thing.
I know what it was.
Trust me, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's definitely a thing. I heard it firsthand. It's a thing, and it was pulled off. Chef's kiss, perfectly done. Like I've never seen anyone pull off an inside yell. You heard it, but you didn't hear it.
It's the equivalent of an inside voice. Use your inside voice. It's my inside yell. I managed not to wake up the kids. They didn't even flinch.
And she was doing an A-Town stump up in there too, doing a little shuffle. Yeah. You know, she was
the little church dancey dance that you see. Mm-hmm. Yep, you're damn right. Took off the hat and everything, threw that bitch down.
I know which dance you're talking about. I think I've seen that meme on IG.
If I had a tambourine in hand, it would have been over.
Oh, thank God you didn't.
It would have been over.
Oh damn! A late night bounty. That's crazy. Ain't that what they're for?
Yes.
That's what they're for, right? I mean, am I wrong? I mean, John, am I wrong? Ain't that what the tambourine's for, to bounce off of? No?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just making sure, Okay. And it was late night, so Hey, was it a Wednesday that day? I don't remember.
It's a Thursday.
Never mind. Yeah, what day was that game on? Was that a Wednesday?
You know what? We're on the wrong thing right now.
Which game? Thursday. It was Thursday. It was Thursday. Last Thursday.
Oh, it was Latino Thursday.
Faith.
Well, there you go.
Last Thursday. Because the game.
Not a shuffle with the stitch. Why are we shuffling?
Shuffling with a stitch.
Damn.
Hi.
Is that legal?
Stitch.
Guess it is legal. Oh, can you do this? Can you do the thing?
Can you do the thing?
I don't know what's happening right now. It's wild. It's just wild chaos.
Oh, Faith is on here. I don't think Faith got it. I think either she saw the video or she hasn't heard it yet.
I don't think
want me to do the thing.
The thing. You see, you brought up the name, so you got to do the thing now.
Sound like the kid off of Shrek. Do the thing. Do the roar.
Do the thing. Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Ha. There.
Listen. Here. Listen. Like the fact that I got two Tejanas that have their own separate voices, so if I ask them nicely to do it, they do it. JoJo has Stitch, and Nessa has Batman. And it never fails.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about that? You would think it would be the other way around.
You would.
Because she's cute and I'm the dark one, and all of a sudden, no, I'm the
But
I did it again.
But if you actually, that was a freebie. I appreciate you. You welcome, everybody. You welcome. I got JoJo do the Stitch not once but twice. But yeah, when she's sick, yeah. I mean, JoJo is a busy woman in 2026, so her pay rate, yesterday's price will not be today's price.
You're I'm gonna need I'm gonna need my manager to hear that. I have like 2 now.
So in the words of Faith, you gotta run her Hamunyan. Hamunyan. You know what I'm saying? But
and yes, the talents among the Chaos Collective is definitely unmatched.
Keep getting them checks.
And all 3 of them got talents.
Mm-hmm. Run me my money. Or run me
stacking them buckets.
Yep.
Damn, not a GTA.
What, Grand Theft Auto?
But anywho, John. Well, robbing folks like GTA.
So.
Mm-hmm. And she's about that. I know for a fact she's about that.
About that life.
She is. Trust me. I listen. There's some stuff I'm not supposed to know, and I wind up knowing. So I feel lucky as hell to know. So no one else is gonna know unless she tells them herself.
She the Caribbean Tasha Mack. She a Caribbean Tasha Mack. You know what I'm saying? About that life.
Ooh.
She Caribbean Tasha Mack.
You know what? I take that as a compliment.
Ooh.
She's a Caribbean Tasha Mack.
I feel bad for my son.
he don't end up. He doesn't end up like Malik. He don't end up like Malik. Everything's okay. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't end up like Malik. Everything's okay because that's 40. Because Malik made 40 mil. You know what I'm saying? Malik made 40. Oh God, I got us going down the game wormhole. I apologize, people. I apologize.
It's a good show. It's a good show.
It's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites.
Listen. Oh, I like this right here. Hold on. Wait a minute.
We have a symbol now.
Huh? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
We ride together. We smack. Wow. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence ain't got nothing on that line.
At all. At all.
Yeah.
But, dude,
we guys with our hands, some chanclas, some bamboo sticks, you know.
Not the chanclas.
Mm-hmm. You seen the show Will Smith going with Discovery? He's going like to different continents. From like he's like traveling from continent to continent I think it's on the National Geographic channel for National Geographic or something. But yeah, Will Smith and Martin ain't got none on that line. And remember, just remember the chorus, JoJo. That's all I gotta say. Just remember the chorus. They'll be like Martin. Thanks. That's niceness. No snap. I'll see.
The fact that you know the blooper word for word is insane.
That's how Bad Boys 2 started. I was like,
you watch way too much television, sir.
Dog, Bad Boys, man. Look, from Bad Boys 1 to Bad Boys 2, we waited 7 years from Bad Boys 1.
We know who to call. We know who to call.
Yeah, we all know who to call. But listen, you got to make sure no one else has that logo.
True.
I'm just saying.
Sarcasm.
And if no one else does, copyright that immediately.
Because we hurt people.
Immediately. Wait, what?
Because they hurt people.
They be hurting hoes.
They hurt people.
They hurt hoes. We hurt people.
See, so you don't need if they have it, you don't need that logo no more. Why? Because I said so.
What?
And we got lawyers.
Yes, in the squad.
One in Florida.
We do.
One in Florida, and another one in up yonder. So we cool. We Gucci. Anywho, 32 minutes in, we only talked about 2 minutes of wrestling. This is fun. All right, man.
Oh, whoa, hey, that's it. Keep the C word. Keep the C word. Keep the C word out of there.
I'm glad I looked because I was trying to guess what C word you was talking about.
No, it ain't that C word, but that's just as dangerous.
Yeah, man, don't be out here incriminating yourself now. So some stuff you gotta keep to yourself.
We still gotta get.
We out here trying to get money, not lose it.
That's right.
Yeah, we out here trying to get money and not lose it.
Anyways,
remember, YouTube's watching, so we're trying to get money, not lose money.
you said YouTube's watching.
They are. You know,
YouTube's watching.
Everybody's watching.
Listen, we ain't got no parental discretion is advised symbols no more for a reason.
Everybody's watching.
We got the parentals.
Everybody's watching.
Yep, everybody is watching.
Because
this girl's still going. She's that familiar.
What else would they be doing on a Wednesday?
But
and in the words of Don Toretto, family.
It's all about the family.
Grabs Corona out the fridge. Okay.
All right, Paul Walker.
Ride or die. Seriously, that man lived and died racing cars. But yeah, John, you was talking about earlier about Julia. Two-time women's United States champion. She dispatched of Alexa Bliss with the help of 1, Kiana James, and 2, the Bougie Force, which is the name I call Nia Jax and Lash Legend, the Bougie Force.
Pretty good.
How long do you think it's going to take for Kiana James to turn on Julia? Because I saw it the moment they linked up together. I can smell it. She's setting Julia up. How long before you think she cashes in and gets the United States Championship?
It could be any moment. I think it happens after the Rumble, probably. Maybe they throw another. They need another match to add for Elimination Chamber, so maybe sometime there. But I keep an eye on how their interactions are going to be when they get to Saudi. Keep your eyes. I would just SmackDown the night before. Obviously, me and you will be watching the early part because we got stuff to do that night. But because
we do.
But I'll keep an eye on that and then how they align themselves in the Royal Rumble. But I think it could be any minute that Kiana James. If you know her history from NXT, she's all about her business. Ask Fallon Henley.
Ask Fallon.
Ask Roxanne Perez. Ask Izzy Dane.
Yep.
Anybody who's partnered with her. She's about her business.
Wait, she turned on Izzy Dane?
Well, Izzy Dane was her. Well, she left Izzy Dane before she turned on her because that's when she got drafted. She brought in Izzy Dane as her muscle. But but everybody knows Kiana James. She's like Faye says, she packing some bricks in them $1,000 bags. So any minute, and like I said earlier today on Mimi's morning show, I think once that happens, I think people really gonna see why they need to appreciate the skills Julia has.
Yeah, because she's a slow burner. I'll give her that. And what I was saying the other day, John, that's the same thing that happened with Io. It took Io years to finally get the recognition by fans. It took her years from NXT. She's a former NXT champion. Still didn't get the recognition. She came in the main roster. She was already in a group, so she never really went on her own. It's until now, the recent year, from Vegas last year to now, she's finally getting that recognition. And now she has a seat at the WrestleMania promo table, so which I'm happy with that. And she's featured in Unreal. Shout out to the main event mamas, by the way.
Yes. By the way, I saw the trailer for Io's part in Unreal. Dope.
Yeah, I haven't seen no trailers because I actually want to go in there without any.
It just happened to be while I was watching the replay of NXT for the preview. It just happened when I was just watching NXT. It just happened to pop up, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I get it. But Julia, she's pretty much was supposed to be the premier one, but obviously she got overshadowed by me and JoJo's La Primera, who actually was proven to be the bigger star. So Julia's on the slow burn, and they're still positioning her to be, a top tier talent because obviously they gave her the United States Championship back after she beat Chelsea Green. So I'm expecting Julia to have a good year. I don't know when she's going to get moved up to, higher up on the ladder. It might take her another 6 months. Who knows? But that woman is talented. That woman has a marketable face. So she deserves all the recognition. And I agree, Mike, the woman does deserve better. But we what me and John have always preached is a slow build. You can't force it. Just let it happen on its own and we'll get there. Just ask Carmelo.
That's perfect. That's a perfect example. Those words he said will stick with me throughout this year. Delayed but not denied. Those words will stick with me. As for those who we get it as wrestling fans, we get it, and sports fans, and entertainment fans, we get impatient when we want to see our favorites not at that pinnacle. It's just remember, it's a little delay. Like I saw today, J. Cole's new album's coming out next month. People been wanting a J. Cole album for a minute, especially after the whole Kendrick Drake situation. So everything's sometimes
which he shouldn't have put himself in the first place.
Right. So everything's a process, and I think Julia's going to get that process. But like me, you've been saying it, and you've been saying it a lot. Whatever she does now is going to be compared to Stephanie because Stephanie got the rocket put on her, and she just went to the moon and never came back.
And she's fine too. But anyway, but yeah. So shout out to Julia. She got fans over here, that's for sure. Jordan Grace, the Juggernaut, officially signed to SmackDown. Dispatched of Alba Fire, quick, fast, and a hurry. Mm-hmm. But after the match was what caught my attention when she was confronted by the other Storm, not JoJo because she's right here, but the other Storm, as far as that bitch Jay Cargill pulls up and was like, that's you think you're special? You think that was cool? So I'm anxious to see when that interaction is gonna happen. Like JoJo, what do you? I know you saw it, and I know you love the dramas, but what did you think of pretty much Jay Cargill putting basically Jordan Grace on notice, disrespectfully?
Oh, very much so, and warranted because she is that bitch. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She said what she said. I don't think that needs any further, like. She go in other words. Like we like to say, she gonna put belt to ass.
To ass. I can't wait to see it because and John, I know you was talking about it earlier. We was talking about it earlier on the Mimi Morning Show. It did the feud kind of escalated from the arena to the keyboards, didn't it?
Sure did.
To the keyboards.
To the keyboards because they turned to some Twitter fingers and listen. Major props to Jordan Grace. She took a joke at her expense, flipped it, and made fun of herself. That's dope. That's dope. I can't remember exactly what she said about her butt, but I think it's a concave.
Yeah.
Glute
concave.
or something.
Like agreed.
I can't.
Agreed.
Once she said that, I couldn't unsee it. It was like she knew she's been made fun of all her life because of her butt, so she tried to put some muscle on it and it still didn't help. So, shout out to her.
In the words of our girls, Mimi and Megan
and Jade,
little booties matter too. Ooh. Those were words of Mimi and Megan. Little booties on the next Mimi morning.
JoJo got that face like, "Aw, that's cute." I can see the sarcasm in that smile. That's hilarious.
Little cheekies.
That is mad hate, but I'll allow it because it's funny.
Little buns,
but
call them dumplings.
Little cupcakes, little 2 pennies, 2 cents, little 2 cents.
Little Debbie's.
Shout out to hostess.
Oh, not the little Debbie's.
Little Debbie's.
I used to eat those.
Little buns.
But anyway, the actual buns. But yeah. So from one signee to another signee, Matt Cardona came back, did an interview, said, he buried Zack Ryder, and then put Cody Rhodes, I'm foreshadowing here, put Cody Rhodes on notice about, he's coming for that WWE Championship. And Cody was like, cool, when I'm finished with Drew, I'll be waiting. Boy, that aged like milk, didn't it? But I'm looking forward to seeing what Matt Cardona does on the SmackDown roster. MFTs, they beat the Wyatts.
Oh boy,
it was a good one. It was a good one. I indeed loved it. Um, Bray Wyatt's peoples, Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy was pinned. But why he was pinned is because he got distracted because Solo, JoJo's favorite Uce, outside of Jay, baby Uce, Solo was holding up that lantern, which pretty much is the symbol of the Fireflies and pretty much the legacy of Bray Wyatt. I found it interesting because, John, do you remember the last Samoan that held that lantern?
I sure do. Shout out to our girl Sharice who had to refresh my memory.
Yep, I thought I had the photo uploaded, but I didn't. But the last Samoan that held that lantern was none other than Roman Reigns. And this was way back then when they had that epic battle between the Shield and the original Wyatt family. That battle itself was very, very good. I was like, that was one of those, take my money, because that Elimination Chamber, that match was like one of my favorite pay-per-views, just the simple fact that it was the Wyatt versus the Shield. But I find it how the Wyatt family and the bloodline somehow are forever linked, because Roman did it to Bray and now Solo's doing it to Uncle Howdy. So it's almost like another iteration of the bloodline versus the Wyatts. And to me, I thought that was cool. What you thought about it, John?
I thought it was genius work. And you ask OTC and your boy delivers.
Yes.
That is the picture Trail's referring to.
Yep.
When the Shield had the matter. And look at Seth Rollins wearing Rowan's mask. And now Solo is following in his cousin's footsteps. Clearly stealing that from the Book of Rome, studying the Book of Roman as he always does. Now,
smart man.
Fast Faith is saying Ray started the war with Roman years ago, and the Wyatts threw the first punch. And now Solo, he's been flashing that lane around the international tour like it's a brand new rollie. So I am enjoying it. And like someone said on Twitter, that lantern is the equivalent of what the urn meant to the Undertaker.
Exactly, and how disrespectful CM Punk was with that urn.
Oh my God! Don't remind me. Love you, Uncle Phil, but that was crazy.
and especially bad timing, considering that Paul Bearer actually passed away. So it was just like all that rolled into one. It was just so cringe. It was good, but cringe at the same time because the man literally just passed. So listen, Vince, when Vince saw an opportunity, he gave zero. He gave zero. F's about it. But yeah, I'm loving this Solo because he's mixing a little bit of unseriousness, but he's really, really serious. So I'm anxious to see how this ends up, because I know it's probably going to end up with the MFTs winning the tag team championships. And imagine the domination, if you think about it, John, the domination of the Bloodline and the Tongans, because on SmackDown, you'll have the MFTs as the tag team champions. Who's the tag team champions on Monday Night Raw?
Solo's older brothers.
What?
The Usos.
Underwhelming.
Solo's older brothers. Yeah, they're Solo's older brothers.
And shout out to the Usos. They were actually in our. Shout out to the Usos, man. They was actually in our city yesterday, and I didn't even know it because they was they was doing a little film. They're gonna have their own little cooking show. They're having their own cooking show coming out this year on WWE's channel on YouTube. And I've seen the cooking skills of the Usos in the past, and the boys can throw down. So I'm anxious to see how that goes, and hopefully Jay can stay sober, do some of these, because I'm pretty sure some of it's going to involve using alcohol. But anyway,
guaranteed.
There will be a plenty of
actually, you know what? I take that back.
kitchen.
I take that back. That's actually going to be comical. So you know what? Never mind.
At that kitchen table.
You're allowed to drink there, sir. There.
Yeah. And what are the odds that I see a certain Caribbean in the background peeking through the bushes while they're outside barbecuing some food, and I'm gonna hit the Matt Damon like, who that?
Don't be
$2. Help the brother out. Need JoJo to get bail money for JoJo. Help the brother out.
Listen, she gonna be through the bushes looking like be like, Jay, I'm gonna need you to lose that white beater, sir. It's hot out here. I need you to lose the light beater, and then she'll turn into and that's where we're gonna need the money. So we're gonna open up. We might as well just open up 4 different JoJo funds because she's gonna have a very, very busy 2026.
Mm-hmm. The United JoJo Bell Money Fund.
It's the Caribbean GoFundMe. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. But now to what I really been wanting to talk about, and this has been a story topic all week, John, because the apparent war, quote unquote, is over. Who can I call this shit? Listen, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on, Faith. Anywho, but the main event, the 3 stages of hell, Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre. Listen, that match killed in a good way. Drew won the first fall due to the Cena special. He got kicked in the nads. But it didn't pick up until like that actual second fall, where obviously Cody won. But that third fall, that's where the spiciness happened. John and JoJo, that's where it really picked up because we knew something was going to happen. And what did I say had to happen in order for Cody Rhodes to lose that championship? And that was a return of a certain a certain Bay Area werewolf, also known as Big Blood, pulled up in the shiesty mask.
Or as they call it, the WWE return kit.
You say return kit?
They say that's a WWE return kit now.
Dang.
No.
Wow.
That gives me an idea.
Nope. Nope.
Not a Caribbean return kit. But Jacob Fatu is back in WWE, and not only did he put down Drew McIntyre, he put down Cody Rhodes as well, and pretty much cost Cody Rhodes the championship, which is something I had called because I figured, well, I have called it because I said Cody Rhodes was the person who attacked Jacob Fatu, but despite him going after Drew first and then Cody, technically we still don't know who actually did it.
Nope.
So what were you thinking, John, when Big Blood showed up and pretty much wrecked shop, having the trigger being pulled and giving Drew McIntyre his actual WWE Championship reign in front of fans for the first time?
I think he was just waiting to put hands on somebody, and clearly Drew McIntyre was the first person in sight, and he tried to elude him. And I guess Cody got in his own feelings, and trying to tell Jacob, "I got this," and then he ended up getting this work. And Drew was like, "Oh, he's fighting Cody later." And I was like, "How am I going?" And there it goes. And look, I'm happy Drew got his moment. Look, I know everybody, for the fun of it, are two-stepping on Cody's grave right now. I understand it.
A two-step.
On Faith's comment, my sister beat me for Black Wrestling with how she was popping bottles in the Black Wrestling spaces yesterday. JT didn't help no different. Mm-hmm. Everybody, even in our meeting, everybody was celebrating like this was like, dude, like you would thought somebody like you won the lotto, but Cody Rhodes is no longer WWE champion. But on a serious note, I want to see where this goes. But I'm happy for Drew, and it was real convenient. He got the title over in Berlin, and the next day they just happen to be scheduled to do a live show in his home country of Scotland. So he got to fulfill his promise that he from 6 years ago, and now we'll see where this direction goes from here, because it can go many ways.
Now, before we get JoJo's action to Jacob Fatu, we actually have a guest, because Jean did mention the people who were singing the demise of Cody Rhodes' praises, and this person showed up to stand 10 toes down on her celebration, and coming fresh off the island of ATD. We love those girls. We have Mother Oos, Big Oos, and that is one Wrestle Faith. What's up, Faith?
Ain't no more Cody Rhodes. Ain't no more Cody Rhodes.
Really? That's what we doing? That's really what we doing?
She said, "Ain't no Cody Rhodes."
Long live Stardust.
Okay, we're not going that
the
far.
Disrespect.
We're not going that far. You can piss on the man's grave. You can call him. You can bring up all the dashing stuff. We're not going to start. We're not bringing up Stardust.
Hi, Mimi.
You mean undashing Cody Rhodes?
That whatever he must be.
Before Faith unleashes her tribal. Before Faith unleashes her tribal chaos, JoJo, your thoughts on Jacob Fatu coming back with what Manny likes to call the Roman Reign 3000s, aka new veneers?
One word for me. Finally.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to the dungeon.
The man has been missed. Listen, shout out to the dungeon. Shout out to Keith. For getting that highlight. Shout out to Natty. Shout out to PJ. Shout out to Midas. Puma. Everybody from the Miami boys. Maxine. Ilya. Everybody that trains in that dungeon. You know what I'm saying?
B5.
Shout out to JoJo for one day stepping foot in there.
From your lips to God's ears, please.
Right.
Listen, because the moment I step foot in there, I'm just going to be sitting there like this.
But
deer in headlights.
She can like, don't you have a question, JoJo? Huh?
Yeah, they're on this piece of paper. That's why I wrote it down. Hey.
Lord.
But Faith, outside of
not Kodisha and Mimi,
the obvious. Shout out to Mimi. Mimi's morning show. That show was awesome.
Hashtag LBM.
I love the vibe. I love the vibe that Mimi has on there, and she's just one woman doing it all by herself, and it's almost like she's having different conversations about trying to fix this, do that, getting distracted by this, and it's like this is comedic gold. So shout out to Mimi. She's doing big things. She's gonna be on the show with Devin, the Tribal Chief, tomorrow. So y'all go check out Devin's channel and go show Mimi some love. tell him the Fat Four and Big Ooze sent you.
I gotta catch reruns because Mimi be trying to be having morning shows while my job is going down in flames, and I'm like, I can't hear a dang word. I can't sit here in peace. Damn it!
Listen, like she caught on when I was on my lunch break. I was like, you know what? I'm glad it did because it was fun. It was fun. I love the conversation and the way she had that show combined with the spaces, so it was like one big party. So it was dope. Yes, Mimi. I'm celebrating because you deserve your flowers. It was good. Good entertainment. Great entertainment. And somebody didn't listen to the warnings we tried to give her.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I will risk it all for the twerking technique. Okay.
I heard about that, Faith. Listen, I try to be, listen, I'm gonna be quiet.
You almost got fired the other day. We don't need you to we don't need you to be getting fired for every day of the week, all right?
Look, I just gotta learn mute. That's all. I just gotta learn mute.
Mimi, I hope you got that lunch.
Oh, yeah. We don't need to talk about that.
See?
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that. That's a little personal.
He said that's a little personal.
That's a little personal.
I want to
know.
Or somebody's
We'll
lunch.
tell you.
I do have some comments about Jacob at 3 stages of hell match.
Oof.
Yes, go ahead, Madam Faith.
First off, there are quite a few people that owe me an apology for telling me I know what the hell I was talking about 2 months ago that this 3 stages of hell match was gonna happen. I ain't gonna point nobody out, but I'm just saying. Also, when I said that Jacob was gonna come back at a prominent time, But here's the whole thing, Trail. You kind of talked about it earlier that we still don't know for sure who attacked Jacob, and a lot of people when we were watching live on Friday, a lot of people were confused. They were confused because why did he attack both? That's because Jacob don't know.
Mm-hmm.
This is not meant to be.
And Cody didn't mind his business.
But I want y'all, please, because this is what I do after every time ADD goes live. I wait a day and I go back and rewatch the episode and I take notes.
Right.
Go back and watch from the moment that Jacob appears.
Mm-hmm.
You see Drew's face, and everybody assumed that Drew ran because he's guilty. No, Drew ran because he's tired of people.
PTSD.
Yes, PTSD, especially that bloodline. He's tired of them interfering in his matches, and he'd rather go over the cage to get the title than to let them than to try to fight it out with Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go back and watch Cody's reaction when he realized Jacob came in the ring, Cody wasn't shocked. He wasn't shocked. Go back and pay attention to Cody's face. Cody's face was calm. Cody was not shocked that he was there. Normally, when someone interferes in Cody's match, he'll walk, what are you doing? Wait, standing there asking all that. He didn't. He looked at Jacob. He stood in the corner for a minute, y'all. He hesitated. He just stood there. Then he walked over, went to turn Jacob around, and Jacob just started whooping that ass.
Religiously.
And if you look at the end, when the camera went out and Cody was kind of draped over that, I think it was the middle or the bottom rope, he wasn't disappointed.
Middle.
He wasn't
all there. He was like, this mother.
Mm-hmm. So this is not a one and done.
And no, it's going to involve all three of them because if y'all remember, those three was Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre were the last people seen publicly before Jacob Fatu got jumped. Because he was talking to Cody and Drew McIntyre was all the way in the back peeping out the scenery. So somebody did it.
And
but
I'll say Roman, just like Roman ain't never lied. He might have manipulated, he might have done some things, but he ain't never told a lie. Drew might cry, he might whine, he might fuss, but Drew ain't never told a lie. Not with this new character of his. Remember when Jimmy came to jump Drew? Assumed that Drew was the one that attacked Jacob because why? Oh, Cody couldn't quite possibly do it because that's my dog. Cody's the Uso.
We got a lot to talk about Cody later because the plot thickens with Cody Rhodes. But I'm just glad Jacob's back. I can't wait to hear what he has to say because we need answers to these questions. Because to face point, Cody had the same facial reaction that Bianca had when Jade came back at the Elimination Chamber.
That's what I was thinking.
Exactly. It wasn't a look of panic. Thinking. It was a look of shit.
Did it look familiar? Because it sure enough did.
Yeah, it's called guilt.
Oh, did.
Breaking news.
Damn, why he yelling?
I don't know why. Why are you yelling?
I'm saying breaking news.
What's happening?
Powerhouse Hobbs' deal with AEW is up in the next 50 minutes, and it sounds like he's heading to WWE.
Damn.
And this is just right after they just signed all 4 of the Rascals.
Well, I was going to mention that later, but thanks, John.
Oh, sorry about that. I know we still got news and notes, but this was just breaking. They're just coming across the wire now.
But yeah, there was rumored. There was rumors anyway that WWE was interested in Powerhouse Hobbs anyway. So I kind of figured once his contract ended, he was going to walk on over to NXT.
I thought the contract was. I didn't know the contract was over in the next 50 minutes. I thought the way they was talking, it was like months from now because nobody knew when it was. It was just.
Yeah.
It's about to be a lot of folks.
Yeah, because I haven't heard there was that. Yeah, and TNA got the Rascals like John said, but let's see how they use them. Because I think Tony Khan just signed them out of pettiness. But anywho, back to Kodisha. Unfortunately, this man ain't gonna get a rematch anytime soon because Nick Aldis announced that effective immediately there was a mini tournament to crown a number 1 contender, and the winners of these matches will meet in a fatal 4-way on the upcoming Saturday night's main event, and the winner of that goes on to face Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. So the qualifying matches are Randy Orton versus The Miz, Damian Priest versus Solo Sikoa, Matt Cardona versus Trick Williams, and Sami Zayn versus Ilya Dragunov. How are they gonna do Sami Zayn? Because like I was saying weeks prior, this underdog story is kind of getting kind of stale. I know they're not gonna make me believe that he's gonna beat Dragunov, right?
Yes, they are.
What do you think about Sami's chance? Okay,
Sami will go to the finals.
I said it Friday. I said it Friday too, Faith.
Unfortunately,
I think it's gonna be Sami.
I think Sami should lose, and he gets into the Royal Rumble.
You know what? I have a new Royal Rumble. Whoa! What kind of what? I have a new Royal Rumble.
Put the sauce down.
No,
a Royal what? A Royal Rumble.
A Royal Rumble pick. I've picked someone new.
Oh, okay. Who you got winning the Rumble this time?
Braun Breaker.
Mm.
And I can tell you why.
I still got Roman. Oh, well, I still got Roman, but with the news I got today, I'm probably gonna change my pick too.
No. Do you buy
But
that
I'll
story?
save that for later.
Okay.
No, but I want to talk about it anyway.
Okay.
It's one of those take it with a grain of salt type of stories, which could be true because let's dive back to Io and Rhea. No one saw that happening. So
I know what you're talking
so
about.
So obviously Orton gets past the Miz, right? So that's unanimous for everybody. Miz
Yes.
catching another RKO.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Damian Priest and Solo. I think Solo's gonna win because I think Aleister Black's gonna cost Damian Priest again. John, who you got?
I got Priest. I got Solo. I got Solo.
I'm not gonna ask JoJo because she sticks with the family, so I just answer for her. It's Solo. Faith.
Now come on. Now. You know I got to go with that. Sexy
Okay, you know what?
Just answer the question.
No, she's right. She's right. I know better.
Yeah,
I know better. She's gonna always go with
you threw an unnecessary alley-oop. You knew that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know better. I should have known. That's my bad.
You mean
my bad.
Alley-oos?
Jesus Christ.
Alley-oos. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Matt Cardona and Trick Williams.
Trick.
Faith?
I've been thinking about this one. I haven't come to a conclusion yet because I'm like, is it too early for Trick? But also Matt just came back. Why would they push him forward? So I'm gonna go on and roll with Slickback. I'm gonna go on and roll with Slickback.
Okay. So JoJo, you got the lemon peppers too?
You damn right. Extra sauce.
Listen, that man showed up with them lemon pepper steppers. Lemon peppers.
And roasted
John,
the hell out of Sandy.
Shout out to the lemon peppers.
He did. Shout out to lemon peppers. Shout out to Wingstop. Undefeated. Better than Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't care what anybody has to say. But speaking of clock it, side note, shout out to my girl Jada Parker. She back on my TV screen.
Oh, I can't wait till this is what we doing.
Oh, she looks so good.
Fine.
Oh,
listen,
I'm saying my thoughts
chaps she was wearing.
Yeah,
the chaps she was wearing. Listen, she gave everybody the chaps.
Wow. Wow.
Well, I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself, but I got more to say about Miss Parker during this what we doing.
Exactly.
The haters gonna have to shut the F up.
Gonna
shut the F up, dude.
Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked thinking about Miss Parker. Sorry, JoJo.
This man went to a whole nother thought.
I did. I went to a whole other zen right now, and listen. She popped up out of nowhere. There was no announcement. There was no rumbling. There was no reports. It was just.
I saw the rumbling. It was out there. It was literally out there probably Monday. That she was on her way back to TV.
Oh.
They just didn't say when.
I mean, I knew she was by watching her live event videos and stuff. So I knew she was on her way back. But yeah, we'll dive into Jada Parker later because I'm anxious to see how this run's going to be. This might be the refresher course that she needed. Monday Night Mommy. Now, Rhea Ripley, Io Scott. Excuse me. My bad. They are the new women's tag team champions. And they pretty much was out there celebrating, gloating, until the itty bitties showed up.
Not the itty bitty.
The itty bitties.
The littles.
Listen, I didn't make the names. Somebody else did.
The littles.
Yeah, me and Nessa.
Liv Morgan, Roxanne, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez. Listen, the Judgment Day women is just like the Fab Four. It don't matter which collective group you put out, it rolls. Because whether it's Raquel and Liv, Raquel and Roxanne, Liv and Roxanne, Liv, Roxanne, and Raquel, it works. Like, listen, those women are handling business.
Yes.
And so pretty much they came out, confronted the tag team champs, and it's cool. It's a little refresher because this is the first time Liv and Rhea has come face to face really since last year's Netflix premiere.
That's right.
When Rhea beat Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. And we all thought that was it. This was done. They'll never see each other again. And they didn't. And here we are again. And just like Liv said before on Raw Talk, she's the Joker to her Batman. It's like Rhea's the villain in her story, and she admittedly saying she's gonna be the villain in Rhea's story. So those two are forever gonna have that connection intertwined. So,
yep.
My question is, I already know where JoJo's gonna go.
Yep.
But I'm asking anyway to everybody else. When this match happens, does Judgment Day walk away with the tag team titles, or does Rio retain going to WrestleMania?
I feel like
John, I'll start with you.
Nah, the match happens a week from Saturday in Montreal. And I still think Team Rio, they're not going to lose. They're not losing their first match. They're not losing their first match with the titles. But
Rhea hates Canada.
I know, but I'm still holding out hope of my wish that these women all meet when they get to the land of CM Punk, and that Satan structure known as the Elimination Chamber. I'm still speaking it into existence.
Listen,
we get all 6 of these teams.
The title can still change hands between now and the chamber. They can still have the chamber.
I think Rhea and Io walk into chamber at least to chamber as champs.
Okay, that sounds good. Faith,
they're going to go through. They're going to go through some mountains to get there, though.
I'm gonna say they're gonna retain, but I'm gonna say because number one, that match ain't ending clean. Ain't no way. Not with the rich RT roaming around. Not with the bougie bullies roaming around.
Not with Bailey and the Bird Lady roaming around.
I'm so pissed at that tag team, but whatever.
You just say the Bird Lady? I swear to God.
You know what tag team I know ain't gonna interfere? I don't see Twisted Royalty.
Well, Charlotte Flair might take another
sick day. True. She might take the whole European tour off.
Looking like we'll see her.
We're not going to see Charlotte Flair. We're not going to see Charlotte Flair today in Canada.
I agree.
Is he?
I agree.
Every time I look up, the man's acting the fool somewhere.
The last picture I saw him, she posted a Christmas picture. Rick is getting up there. He's getting up there. But the reason
the man still goes to the gym.
He do, and he still won one more match. I'm like, Rick, no.
How about what?
You almost died in your last one. Don't do that.
Your ass better not pop up at the
Rick Flair wants one more match?
Yeah, he do.
Better be with the doctor.
How about no?
Trill! He better be with the doctor. He better be with the doctor.
Listen, man, I'm just saying.
If y'all
the
know
man
this,
needs to.
Sorry, Trill, go ahead.
Oh no, that was it. That's all I said.
All I was gonna say, if y'all noticed, they already planted the seeds of demise for Twisted Royalty on Friday.
That's what we were talking about earlier. That Lash Legend and Nia is starting a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When it's not about Charlotte, she MIAs. So I can't wait to see how that goes when she shows up again. Because I'm gonna I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on believing that she's gonna skip the entire European tour, leave Alexa alone for these next couple of weeks, and don't show back up until they're in Canada
or the Rumble
for heading to stand. I think she'd be back before then.
She does not. Yeah, she. I think we don't see her in London. We don't see her in London Friday. We'll see her definitely when they get to Montreal.
Yep, and she gonna be like, "Where you been? You feeling better?" Like, "Oh yeah, I'm feeling much better."
Although they bringing up the Rumble be pretty awkward. That would be pretty Charlotte Flair for her to just show up at the Rumble.
I'm gonna just say that, Alexa, you know what to do. You need to stop playing with your hidden alter ego and let that heifer come on out and turn Charlotte into your new little doll. I'm trying to see something, please. Thank you.
Yeah, we need Alexa's Playground back. We need the the demented version of Alexa. She's I love to see the woman smile, but we gotta turn that frown upside down. Well, turn the happiness upside down. Speaking of turning stuff upside down, and Liv Morgan pretty much reassumed her role as leader of Judgment Day because she walked in on Finn Balor playing a video game, which is the Judgment Day way. They are always playing 2K, and I like how Judgment Day be playing 2K because every time they play 2K, they're playing a match that usually 9 times out of 10 plays out in real life. So if you notice, when Finn was playing 2K, it was him versus
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Which,
given what happened on SmackDown, I'm not sure if that match can still happen, but I'm trying to figure out how they're going to get there. And since there's no championship involved as of right now, but Liv was like, what are you doing? And she was telling him, like, me and Roxanne, we ain't waiting for a title opportunity. We're taking it. Raquel ain't waiting for a title opportunity. She's taking it. What are you doing? So I'm loving this Judgment Day story because we know a breakup's coming, but we still don't know who's getting kicked out. Because they do it so good. Because first I'm like, okay, it's probably gonna be Raquel. Nope, those 3 women are kind of working together. But I'm like, well, maybe Liv is setting up a plan to, mess that up. She's so good that I'm starting to rethink that decision. And now Finn Balor's getting called out. So it's like, is Finn on the way out? JoJo, Judgment Day, your opinion, who do you think is going to get kicked, or who do you want to see get kicked?
I was gonna be a little mean. Somebody needs to get slapped though again.
We allow it.
It's Finn, though, because he's, like you said, he's been called out a few times. So I feel like it may be Finn. Finn.
not Finny Fin. Faith.
Mm-hmm.
Think it's Finn also.
At this point, it could be damn JD McDonough. Look.
Right, getting kicked out while he's in rehab. That. Yep. Will Farquaad don't stand a chance. He's on the list.
I'll say this. I'm actually kind of not trusting Liv right now. She too smoothly stepped aside to allow Raquel to go after this title.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she decided to do that because she could get tag team gold. I don't know if she decided to do that because she's got another agenda. But what I can see happening, I do think Raquel might be the one. What I can see happening is, what if her and Raquel get into an argument before Raquel's title match?
Mm-hmm.
And Liv just decides, you know what? You want to talk to me? You want to mouth off to me? You acting just like Rhea used to act when we were together. I can see something like that happening, but I think it has to be, not has to be. I think it's either going to come down to the Prince demon coming out and coming back and saying, look, I don't need Judgment Day. Or it's going to come down to Liv and whatever hidden agenda she's got to push Raquel out of her way. I just don't, it's not sitting right with me that Liv was just so easily accepting of getting into the tag titles remember when Raquel and Roxanne had them and Roxanne tried to give the tag title to Liv. She was like, no, you keep that. Liv wants that women's world title. Ain't no way she just gonna give up so easily.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my thought.
But she is so Liv Morgan is so unpredictable that the fact that she literally could be genuinely cool with Raquel going for the championship, that she's actually selling for the tag team titles for right now, because maybe she really does want the Judgment Day to be on top. But she is so unpredictable. We got us second guessing that she's literally, genuine, or like you said, Faye, she's still got a hidden agenda that we do not know of. And let's say Finn does get kicked out, right? Are we looking at Dom being like the luckiest man in the world, because it's basically an all-women Judgment Day with Dominic Mysterio at the helm? Because I'm assuming JD is going to leave with Finn anyway. So, like, what do you think, John, about this whole Judgment Day saga? Because now it's finally getting juicy, because now we don't know who it's going to be. They could pull a swerve and it could be Dom for some reason.
I think it's
right out of the Judgment Day.
I think it's Raquel.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Raquel. She's gonna Liv. Like Faith said, I don't trust Liv, and I think she'll manipulate Roxanne into turning on her Tahana, just so she can, for her own personal gain.
Mm-hmm.
And you still got Dom, you still got Finn, and eventually JD will come back. But how much is go back to the first interaction they had when Raquel called her shot for the women's world title, and Liv was like, "You didn't tell me that you were going for the women's world title." I was like, "I didn't think I needed to."
And that's when something shifted in Liv Morgan. Like, oh, okay,
yeah. So I have a hard time believing Liv Morgan is just okay with being the greatest tag team champion of all time. No, you were around here telling people you were the greatest of all time. This is Monday Night Morgan. Obviously you talk like a superstar. You call Roxanne Perez you're young. So she is. you call her your young, so you're gonna take your young and throw her out there in the jungle and make sure she takes out the take out the tiger, which is Big Sexy. By the way, am I really realizing everything now she's doing is just a total a female version of Kevin Nash now. Also, Kevin Nash now. So
shout out to her for taking the criticism and rolling with it.
Mm-hmm. So I think it's Raquel, and I think that sets up what's going to happen, and I think we'll get the breadcrumbs at the Rumble, but by Mania time, Big Sexy and Monday Night Morgan are going to have it out. That's my call.
They're going to duke it out.
Can I ask a question,
ma'am?
Because sometimes I gotta play devil's advocate and just fuck up the whole thing.
Okay, Stardust.
What if it's not somebody getting put out, but two people just leaving?
That's not the realm of
possibility. That's what I was about to say, Faith. What if it's Raquel and Finn?
They ain't the two I was thinking about.
Liv and Dom.
I mean, I still think it'd be Liv. Yeah, I always had that. Me and Nesta was the first one to talk about it. It's gonna be Liv and Dom moving on. But the way the story goes is like, what if it is Raquel and Finn that leave Judgment Day?
Or we could get an epic match, Raquel and Finn versus Liv and Dom, because there was supposed to be, before Liv got hurt,
beef between Finn and Dom.
Mm-hmm. And there were two possible matches: Roxanne and Finn versus Liv and Dom.
Mm-hmm.
Or they were gonna do, which I'm glad they didn't. They were going to do, oh my God. What was his? Carlito and Raquel. I was like, that's the dumbest thing you could have possibly ever did. Because what did Carlito? You know? But I could see, somehow I could see both of them with championships on their shoulder, and they both like, look, we don't need you losers anymore. Y'all holding us back.
And that's when Liv cashes in. That's when Liv turns on Raquel, and there goes that feud.
Yep. But I am waiting for it to end.
Storyline.
It needs to end.
Yeah.
Me
too. And because it does. It ran its course. It got a little juicy when everything hit a reset button when Liv went out with that injury. And now that she's back, it's like now there's more layers to this. And because Liv can still win the tag team titles and still come after Raquel for the World Heavyweight Championship. So that'd be something. And while we're on go ahead, Faith.
I also think people need to be reminded, and by people I mean the women's division. Y'all go ahead and hot potato that women's world championship for a little bit. Because when Mother comes back, y'all all need to proceed with goddamn. Okay? I ain't got nobody forgot her. Ain't nobody forgot.
When that woman showed the chaos, you want to talk about Chaos Collective? Listen, that woman herself is an entire Chaos Collective.
Mm-hmm.
So when she arrives on the scene again, it's going to be hell to pay for whoever has that championship. And it would be so apropos. If you think about it, Faith, John, JoJo, it would be so ironic that when Naomi comes back, Liv Morgan's holding the world championship.
It'd be crazy.
Look,
the irony. It all comes full circle.
Don't tease me with a good time, okay?
Listen,
that's what I'm saying.
It's like she she survived the Naomi beatdown a year ago. Imagine she hasn't survived the second time around. So, but yeah.
And she'd be the one putting everybody on notice.
Baby out.
Mm-hmm. She's close to being due. So, and I'm gonna say this too. Y'all think Naomi was something else with this proceed with caution? When you become a mother and you have a purpose for your fight, proceed with everything, y'all. Proceed with everything. I can't wait till she come back.
She will be like, whoever has that championship took money off my tape, off my bank account, and took Enfamil off my baby's bottle.
Speak on it. Plus, I do know,
shout out to Big Jim.
I do know a storyline that she's gonna be a part of, was supposed to be a part of when she get back, and if it's as epic as the predecessors, I think I used that right. I don't know if it's as epic as the ones before her, even though they are a different gender. Oh, it's about to be good.
We don't have to get that tea. We gotta get that tea after the show. Because I love face tea. It always keeps us talking and keeps us guessing for the next week's show. Uncle Finn pretty much interrupted Uncle Phil. Yep. Chamomile. You know, if that doesn't put you out, she will.
New tagline for the year. Thank you.
But
put that on the back of my shirt.
Shout out!
I might get that shirt. I might get that shirt done in time for WrestleMania.
You could. It don't take that long to get it made and have it shipped out. Especially we got the right connect. That is true. That is true.
Shout out to
just ask the sponsors for only.
Shout out to the what?
Shout out to who?
Huh? What happened?
Shout out to who?
Oh, shout out to who?
I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, sookie now. Anyway, Uncle Phil had a little chit chat. So Finn Balor took what Liv Morgan to heart of what he said. So he came out there and he wants a piece of Finn. Won Phillip Brooks, CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship, but he wants it in Belfast, Ireland, his home country, which is next week. And CM Punk agreed, but he also posed the question, and that is, which Finn Balor are we going to get? Are we getting the Demon next week?
I don't think so.
Hashtag man panties.
I think we get the Prince though. That's right.
There you go.
The Prince. I think the Demon.
Somebody was gonna say it.
Even though I despise the term that JoJo just said, but I think we get the Prince next week.
So pretty much the Prince is basically stage 1.
Yeah.
We get the Prince?
That's what yes, we get the Prince.
JoJo, I know why you're saying it.
Dang, just diabolical, dude.
I know why you're saying it. We ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole. Listen, that sparks that debate way too many times in the group chat. But yeah, he's definitely not the GOAT. But anywho, so now with Cody Rhodes losing the WWE Championship, quote unquote, unexpectedly, does CM Punk make it? Hell, does he even make it to Chicago as World Heavyweight Champion? John, what you think?
Yes. Yes, he'll make it to the Windy City. He's gonna make it back to his hometown as the World Heavyweight Champion. There's no way he's that pop. I mean, but he could win the title back in Chicago. But I think he walks in. It's more sentimental. Him walking in with gold. Obviously, walking out with gold speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he makes it to Chicago. He makes it to Chicago.
She can't go.
She can't go.
JoJo, who you got your money on? Does Phil make it to Chicago? Hell, does he even make it to Vegas?
I feel like he needs to. So yeah.
Faith sounded he got a different opinion.
I do. Does he make it to EC? Yes. I think he does take that title back to the hometown. I don't see Finn taking it off of him. Does he stroll into Vegas with it? That is another discussion. Because as a bald-headed gentleman said in a commercial, you never know who's going to come to the table. No one really will. A couple people did, but the majority of people did not see Cody losing his title on a SmackDown, although it was a SmackDown Bash Berlin type thing.
I called that was the only way he was losing was because of Jacob. So I did say that. I did say that.
How crazy would it be if neither of the current champs, well, now Cody is not a champ, but what if CM Punk doesn't walk into Mania as champ either?
It's not out the realm of possibility.
It's not. And I'm going to keep saying it over and over again. Go back to Rhea and Io. It was supposed to have been set up as Bianca versus Rhea at WrestleMania. And Io just flipped the entire script and turned it upside down. So I'm excited for WrestleMania season because now we're on the road to unpredictability. Go ahead, JoJo.
Chaos. Nothing but.
There was a comment made, and I have to double check who said it, but somebody said the road to WrestleMania began the night Cody lost his title. So just let that sink in.
Yeah, because he may not walk in to Vegas as champ, but hey, I wouldn't say anything about walking out of Vegas. And then there's, me too. Me too, because I don't think the people are ready for another dose of truth because they're probably not gonna listen to us anyway, right, Faith?
100%.
So listen, can we take a minute to discuss Braun Breaker for a second?
Jesus Christ. Prayers to Dragon Lee.
Listen, the man is just like his uncle. And his uncle is the guy that they used to always infamously say, "He's fat."
So he's fat.
Listen, so who was the wrestling again? It was Dragon Lee and Penta versus Austin Theory and Big Bronson Reed. So match was cool. we was all wondering, where everyone was looking for Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker was nowhere to be seen. This man did another shout out to the Netflix drone, because when they follow this man when he's in the full 440, the dude shot out like a torpedo and tore Dragon Lee in half.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully Lena wasn't watching, because we all know how much she loves her little dragon. But the man got cut in half with the quickness, and then took down Penta like it was nobody's business. But the one that caught my entry was him and Adam Pearce had a little discrepancy at the workplace.
On camera.
He almost called a case. Also, Faith, your thoughts on pretty much, because it looks like Adam Pearce has had enough of everything. The man's on the verge of a mental meltdown. He's always having a drink, and that's not helping. Am I the only one that felt like Adam Pearce should have ate a spear? Because I thought it was going to happen.
It is going to happen.
He's on the 1 yard line.
I'm gonna say this: there was a lot of foreshadowing in all of that. If people pay close attention, one of the things that was not foreshadowed that I've been seeing all over the timeline is Braun versus Adam Pearce at WrestleMania. I need y'all to stop that.
Yeah, I saw that dumb crap. I'm like, come on, what are you doing?
That ain't no WrestleMania match.
I put it at Chamber though. If Braun's not in Chamber, I'll put that Chamber.
Adam Pearce is not suiting up for Mania. Let's get that.
That is a Saturday night main event squash match.
True that.
Kind of like Pat McAfee versus Gunther. But this
was actually good though.
It was good. Pat held his own shit. Pat held his own. Okay.
That was actually good though.
This is what I gotta say about Mr. Braun Breaker. Mr. I tanned my front and forgot to tan my back.
Boss.
He did. Go back and look. He was tan.
No, I'm not. I'm good.
What are you talking about? His face and chest.
You just said tan his front and tan his back.
I said. I know
what you meant, but you know how it sounded.
No, I said they tanned his front and forgot to tan his back.
Man, still tanning the dude's front is diabolical work, Faith. Even if you are talking about the dude's face, I don't care.
They said he ran so fast he ran tan off his back.
Look, Braun Breaker. Number one, I'm enjoying him acting like his uncle because it is comedic gold every time he gets to freaking out. Number two, he's fat. Lord Jesus, the whole thing for him being indefinitely suspended. Now, of course, JT comes in on that part.
Of course, JT diabolical himself. He always tries to say he sprinkled holy water on the screen anytime.
Tell him something, Joe.
Yeah.
I didn't even do nothing this time.
JT be lurking in the dark.
Before he says it, I got JT's back.
But y'all, I think this is what's gonna happen. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm right. Braun Breaker it was an intentional suspension.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we see Braun until he pops up at the Rumble.
I agree.
And this is why I say, if they are taking him off TV and keeping him out of the view, especially after everything happened, and he comes back at the Rumble and acts like a baby Brock Roman hybrid and gets everybody up out of there, I could see Braun winning the Rumble. And
I think to play up his suspension, they should have him come in at 30.
That would piss everybody. Paul Heyman would be
have him show up at 30.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know how
Paul Heyman we trust.
You know how Paul Heyman gets him that 30? You either put Braun Breaker in that 30 or I'm going to move forward with my lawsuit.
Yep, because he put hands on Braun Breaker first.
There you go.
And Paul Heyman's Jewish. You don't want to mess with a Jewish person.
No, Paul
it's they control everything. They control everything.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't he do this?
Really do.
Didn't he get his way when him and Brock was suing the company because of Triple H and Stephanie? Y'all remember that? So this ain't the first time that Paul has had to play, I'm going to sue you or you going to give me what I want. So
and Adam Pearce might be removed.
Adam, if you pay close attention to the GMs, you'll notice a distinct change in both.
Yep. Adam, they both had enough.
They both had enough. They both all of a sudden seemed like they got their ass chewed out.
Awesome.
And was told, get your shows under control or I'll fire you.
By the game. You know, by the game.
I remember somebody else saying something like that to some refs. You count 1, 2, 3, and I'll fire your ass.
1.
Oh,
it was that.
There is a story.
Why you gotta sound so nonchalant?
Because he mad at the Rock. I understand.
No, because by the way, y'all notice that this whole Nepo thing with Ava's now starting to play out on real. Obviously, with Blake Monroe, now it played out in TNA because then Frankie Kazarian was like, "What you gonna do, Santino? You gonna call Dwayne's daughter?" I was like, "Wow."
Well, there's a reason they mentioning him. So
I know.
Just
talk to me when you get
Vinyl Boss uploading. Vinyl Boss loading.
That corporation is
John ain't listening. He's like, I don't want to hear shit about the Wayans. The Wayans on my.
I hope you win the Oscar, but talk to me when you get here.
Oh, who said he's coming?
I'm just speaking. I'm just speaking out of.
He doesn't want to hear his name at all or anything about him until one day he sees him on his TV. That's
so my emotions.
He don't.
So my emotions.
He don't care. Basically,
the final boss's eyes and mouth has been there this.
What's up, little Oos?
Shout out to my baby. Shout out to my baby. But that's what I think about Braun Breaker. I'm loving everything he's doing. It's comedic gold. I do like his intensity. The boy good in the ring. Let's just keep that 100. He is amazing in the ring.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call little Oos my little Rice Krispie.
Oh, because they like Rice Krispie treats.
Yes.
Hey Candace.
Stupid.
Candace, what up though?
What's up? What's up, Candace? Hope you feel better. Everybody gets sick around this time.
Here's the last thing I want to say about Brian. He ain't gonna take much more of that vision. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. He is not gonna take much more.
Does it kind of feel like Faith? Does it kind of seem like Faith that in Braun Breaker's eyes and his way he's moving that the vision's holding him back?
Yes. Yeah.
Like it's like I'm tired of waiting. I'm listening.
You don't listen to Paul Heyman.
I get what you
doesn't listen.
Saying. And I think the Royal Rumble, do not let this man in the Royal Rumble. Yes, let him in, but I'm just saying, just foreshadowing. Do not let this man in the Royal Rumble because I'm telling John, if he doesn't win, he's gonna be the last one. At least the last one. Definitely in the final 3.
I think we get a moment in the Rumble, and this is just going to tingle me. I think we get a moment in the Rumble where we see, if all these parties are in the Rumble, where we see Braun Breaker, Gunther, and Brock Lesnar all staring each other down.
You're missing one, Faith.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
And it's a shit. And it's a shame. And it's a shame you're missing it. You're not saying it.
I don't want to say it.
She know who it is. She don't want to say it
for you.
Don't.
I said it for you. The ruler.
I don't want Oba in there if he ain't winning. I want Oba to win, damn it.
He ain't winning the Rumble, but he gonna be.
Shout to me and JoJo, man. We did that right on cue. But yeah,
we love you.
The
Oba
interaction between Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar. The interaction between Oba and Gunther. The interaction between Oba and Brock Lesnar. Like, because the reports are out that Oba Femi is set to have a major role at WrestleMania.
Yep.
So,
what if that's the last four?
If I would not be surprised. If Roman Reigns is not part of the last, if Roman Reigns is not part of the last four, and it's those guys, Braun Breaker's definitely winning the Rumble.
Although I'd like to see Oba in the chamber, I think he'll do some damage.
Oh my God, Oba in the? Are you trying to kill people? I don't think
that man locked up in a cave.
I'll say this: Cody dropping the title changed Mania. I'm gonna just leave it like that.
For now,
he's not getting that title back till after Mania.
No, I didn't say he was getting it back before then. I'm just saying he changed. He changed Mania. Him losing changed. Drew McIntyre winning changed everything. One last match on Monday Night Raw, and that was Darth Vader himself, Gunther, and Uncle AJ. That match was good. He vowed to make Gunther tap, and he tapped the right. Pause, John, when I say this, but the man tapped that ass.
Good pause, serious pause.
And
then they made sure nobody saw it too.
He tapped Gunther on the cheek, and he did it in a way that he went behind his back and tapped AJ on the cheek.
I was ready to say, listen, I was waiting for it.
I said pause ahead of time.
Not tapping
cheeks.
I
literally did. I apologized to John. I said pause. He tapped the cheek. Yeah. He was like, tappa. Listen, the man is cheating to win, which he usually took pride in never doing. So now to get past all these legends, the man's cheating to win because he had AJ Styles really thinking he won, and he basically pulled his tights and won the match.
He pulled the Undertaker.
So to people who were saying,
the what?
He did. He did.
I ain't lying. He did. He pulled the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody forget Undertaker tapped that one time when he was in the ankle lock.
Well, he tapped the Brock too when he was in the Kimura.
Yep. And no one caught it. And he cheated to win by giving the Cena special.
Not the Cena.
But yeah, I'm forever calling it the Cena special. To everyone who was saying this was AJ Styles' final match, like, can we get past that narrative now? He's not going to retire every single person he wrestles, but he is going to beat everybody. Because we're not done with AJ Styles. AJ Styles still has. Actually, AJ is heading to Texas.
That's right.
Because he got some business with his old stomping grounds. He's going home to TNA. What does AJ have in store for TNA? We do not know. Hopefully, there's going to be a match at Genesis. Hopefully he's on the card because that would actually be cool.
That's one night.
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow night. Once again, Mimi will be live with Devin as they watch TNA. So y'all go check out Devin's channel. Support the homie and also support our favorite techie. John, what did you think about pretty much AJ getting the rough draft of that match?
Wells' match was dope, and I think they're gonna run it back again because AJ ain't finna let that one. AJ ain't finna let that one slide. He gonna want to get his lick back for actually making Gunther tap out and the referee not seeing it. So it's on, and I can't wait for. I want to see what round two gonna be like. I want to see what round two gonna be like. I'm already round. If round two is anything like round one, sign me up until we get a definitive winner. Because that was a dope ass match.
Now, round two, whenever that may be, that could be AJ's last match. We don't know. Whenever they run it back, hopefully it's further down the road. Because Gunther's on this legend killing spree. So I'm anxious to see who's next on this list because he still hasn't faced that little kid. I mean Rey Mysterio yet. So seeing him fight Rey, that's gonna be
he is not retiring Rey.
Are we just gonna act like Trail just like
no?
Rey
Again,
like
he's not gonna retire everybody. He's not gonna retire everybody he faces. He's just gonna beat them and humiliate them. Dom's gonna retire Rey. That's a foregone conclusion.
Gunther has his own stomping ground, his own burial yard. Do y'all know what it is? It's a special event. Where
Saturday night's main event.
Exactly. That's his burial ground. So if we find out that him and AJ are having a match at any of the upcoming Saturday night main events, and I'm not necessarily saying Montreal because I think that'd be too soon.
Nah.
But any Saturday night main events after that, if we see him and AJ on the list, that could be AJ's final match at Saturday night main event at the hands of Gunther.
Because there's no guarantee AJ Styles is making it to Vegas.
No. I actually can he okay. I don't know how this would work, but would he be able to have his last match and retire in TNA?
It's definitely possible. I mean, he's not showing up. He's not showing up for nothing.
That's why I was thinking.
I think WWE would want him. I think WWE would want him to have his last match there, and then he can go at TNA and have his final match there separately.
Okay. I just think it would be cool for him to be able to, go back to his stomping grounds and leave his boots there.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much Monday Night Raw. We'll get some quick news, rumors. So we already talked about retirement tours and Gunther retiring people, but there's one future retiree that we're not talking about, and that is Uncle Ron. But first, before we do that, JoJo, you gotta go. You gotta go bye-bye. You gotta go bye-bye.
Yeah, my girl.
Okay, JoJo. Yeah, she had a long day, a long couple of days actually. So
it's been like a long week and a half.
JoJo the best. JoJo number one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Faith.
You're welcome.
Now, continue causing chaos for my voice. Thank you.
I got you, girl. My fire alarm's going off.
Oh shit! Who did change it? Who did?
What? Listen, I was ready to be like
fire alarm, just like a minority. It's like a minority. We all looking around like, huh?
We all did it too. Hello? All right, y'all.
But
Night.
damn, JoJo, you gonna miss the game, but it's okay. I understand. I understand.
I'll be watching. I'll probably be watching from the comfort of my my
Yeah,
covers.
yeah, yeah. True. You can drop a comment in the comment section if you're still around. So,
I'm just gonna be like JT.
ladies and gentlemen, the Caribbean mommy lurking.
See. Good night, guys. Bye, babe.
Night.
Good night. Bye, Faith. Bye, JoJo. All right. So back to what I was saying, Josh. So R-Truth, pretty much when he left the first time, we thought he was done, but then the fans, us, rallied and we got him back. Well, he signed. I don't know how long of the deal that he signed, but he did say once that deal was up, he wasn't re-signing or anything. So this is pretty much whatever deal he's on. This is the last of R-Truth.
Yep.
And he went on record and said that he wanted his last opponent to be The Miz. He said he wanted to face The Miz in his final match because him and Miz have a story on and outside of the ring. And he remembers when The Miz came into WWE from the real world and basically gave him his praises, gave him his flowers, saying that The Miz is underrated and the things that he can do with him in the ring. So, I mean, these guys are linked because, listen, those two headline Survivor Series when they teamed up against The Rock and John Cena in that epic, and The Rock's return to wrestling, which was a cool moment in itself. They were terrorizing the Raw roster. They were terrorizing Triple H and the Raw roster when they was, voicing their frustrations about not being utilized the way they should be. So, and then, them coming back later on. So, how do you feel about pretty much The Miz being the chosen one? He didn't get a chance to retire John Cena, but he gets a chance to, he's been nominated to retire Ron Cena.
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, Truth has influenced so many people in that locker room, so it could have been anybody. Truth could have did it against could have had one of the young guys. I mean, we know Kurt Angle had Baron Corbin. We all see what happened with Cena and Gunther. I think he could have chose anybody, but he feels obviously him and Miz's story is always going to be forever in the WWE archives with Awesome Truth. Obviously taking out the trying to just wreck shot over everything John Cena was doing, then and Triple H was doing, and then obviously reuniting 2 years ago at WrestleMania 40 to become World Tag Team Champs, and R-Truth getting that WrestleMania moment that he'd been looking for pretty much his entire career, and obviously they're forever connected. So I'll be down to see Awesome Truth in the final match of Truth's career.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay, Faith is back.
Put the fire out.
Faith, your thoughts on it?
Yes, fire is out. One of my neighbors can't cook. But my thoughts on
your thoughts on Uncle Ron.
It makes a whole lot of sense to me. They have had, out of all the random partners that Truth has had, he was tag team partners with Kofi. He was tag team with Goldust, so on and so forth. The Awesome Truth, I think that is a fitting way for him to have his last match. They give us the most entertainment, to be honest. Y'all remember when Miz turned on Truth and the Wyatts was coming after him, and Miz tried to make up with Truth, and Truth slapped the dog piss out of his head. He told him, "I hope you." I think the word I have to use on YouTube is unalive. But I think it's fitting that Truth wants Miz to be his final opponent. That's an honor. You know, there's honor in the locker room, whether people think so or not. And for someone to come to you and say, "Hey, man, look, I'm ready to go on and hang my boots up, and I would like you to be the one to retire me." That's a lot. That's huge, especially the bigger the star. Just like Undertaker and Roman, just like Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair, which had me crying the whole time. I'm sorry, I love you.
That was crazy.
But I think that Truth probably thought about this long and hard while he was over at Burlington Coat Factory. And
that was funny.
That was
that man.
But his music is taking off. I think he wants to. Him and the Usos used to talk about them retiring while their bodies could still function. And I think Truth is realizing, hey, just like John Cena, hey, I can feel it. And it's time. As much as it's gonna break my heart to see Truth not be around, I hope he pops up every now and then, kind of like Santino did for a couple years after. And just gives us some comedic gold every now and then. But that man is a national treasure. He needs to be protected. And I think it's a fitting retirement for him.
Okay. But yeah, it's Faith she could have said it any better. But now speaking of contracts, we haven't I've been wanting to talk about this, but I keep forgetting, but now I'm able to. Tommaso Ciampa's contract is coming up and he's not re-signing. It's believed he's not planning on renewing his contract. So we still don't know if he's retiring, if he's gonna take some time off, because some people, they don't resign, they take time off to heal, clear their minds, and they come back, or he's just gonna go somewhere else. The man has had neck surgeries in the past. Personally, it could be one of those things where it's catching up to him, and maybe like John was saying, and we were saying, Faith, that your body is telling you, hey, it's time to shut this down. Thankfully, people in this day and age are listening more to their bodies now instead of their ego. So, your thoughts, Faith, on pretty much. We could see the split of DIY any minute now because we have not seen Tommaso Ciampa in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think he's riding out his contract. Because from what I was told, his contract's up at the end of the month.
Gotcha. Oh, it's the end of the month. Okay.
And I think he's just riding out his contract.
So we might see him at the Rumble.
We might. I'd be shocked.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at a video that Nia Jax posted, like Trick and Lash getting a little cozy on the couch, and Nia's being a little hater.
She a third wheel.
Yeah,
of course she is. But I think DIY is already over. Kind of how they gave us that silent end of A-Town Down Under. I think we're going to see a lot of tag teams that a lot of people had hopes and wishes for. Kind of break apart. Not all of them, because of course we need the tag division, but I think DIY is one. I think the Street Profits are done. They've ran their course at this point.
We haven't seen them in months.
No, we are rarely seeing the Motor City Machine Guns,
but they will be seen soon. Though.
Ooh, I got news. I got news on that though. I'm glad you mentioned that because they're gonna be working in AAA. So
this Saturday
we're gonna be seeing them probably in the tag team division over there. So we'd love to see them win some Mexican gold if you catch the drift.
I do believe WWE, from what I've heard, is bringing in some new tag teams.
Yep.
Already seasoned and ready to go. So,
I mean, be on the lookout for OTM. I don't know if they're ready or not, but hey, you just never know.
Usos.
You okay? You all right?
Yeah.
You okay?
OTM Usos.
Well, let them take care of the Wayans first before
have Naomi back and have Naomi back. Have Naomi and the Usos and OTM and Jada Pop.
Party Boys Usos.
Usos MFTs. Make this a family thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it won't be the MFTs. It'll be God at that point.
I said what I said.
I know what you meant.
I know what I said. Make that happen. Make that happen, please. There's so many teams that can take on the Usos. I am ready.
I think they're just waiting to
as long
see.
as it's not Alpha Academy.
I think that's actually I had to tell y'all about that backstage because y'all ain't gonna believe me anyway. But I think
it's gonna happen.
Well, it's supposed to be like a serious storyline. That's why I made the remark I made about y'all expect me to take Tozawa and Oda seriously.
No, I know. This ain't a one and done. This is gonna get drawn out because they got to start having these feuds to lead up to bigger feuds.
Well, and here's the other thing. I think WWE, because the Usos told us the time frame that they're gonna have those titles. They told us in their little promo on the stairs.
And for the people who don't know, Faith, what is that timeline?
1 year. 1 year. So I think
they're pretty much telling us. Go ahead.
They're waiting to see because Jim, he ain't going far from home. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Naomi's doing a couple months, maybe even shorter. Because none of us know the exact date. We just know it's somewhere between February and March. And so they may be slowly walking into the tag matches. I think we will see Jay do a lot of singles. And if they pin Jay, then they'll get to get the title match. Kind of like the run they had when they were on SmackDown. So.
Yep. I see that too. I don't think we're gonna see Jim. We see promos, but we're not gonna really see Jim during this European tour.
Absolutely not.
He was already in LA waiting for Jay to show up.
And went right back home after.
Yep. And then you probably see him in Canada.
Yeah, I can see that. Actually, they went to the club and then Jimmy went home.
You know how the Usos are, man. They can't leave without going and have a little party. So I mean, Cody was there, so there was a lot of libations going on.
Actually, if you look at some of the pictures, Jay is sitting with his hands tightly between his legs and he's looking straight forward. People have been pointing out, like they've been saying, like he looked like he's avoiding eye contact with a beverage.
Like I said, when he won the tag team title with his brother, I think for me personally, I personally felt like that was the last lifeline. And I was like, hopefully him being on the road with his brother will have him on the, on the up and narrow. So hopefully that works. Because if you're trying to stop drinking, you're not looking nowhere.
Jimmy said something. I went back and watched this interview and it made so much sense now. Jimmy said that his job as the older brother is to always make sure his younger brothers is good. And he said the thing he wanted the most, he's like, a single title run would be great. He said, but what I want more than anything is be back with my twin. I think maybe Jimmy saw some things, or maybe he talked to Jay and was like, look, went to Triple H and Nick Khan and said, I got to be back with him. And Jay even has said himself over the years, he needs his brother. I don't think
you got someone to talk to when the fans do too much.
Yeah. And twins, when you are a twin, because we have twins in our family, when you are a twin, it's different. It is different. And especially, you can ask anybody in that family in interviews. His Vale Anawai talked about it a little bit. Jay and Jimmy are uber super close.
I saw that one on Total Divas.
Had Jay out there crying on the beach.
Really did. I was gonna cry too.
But I'll be quiet because y'all know I could talk about the Usos forever.
Of course.
No, but it's facts though, because that's what I was hoping when the Usos came back. I'm like, this is Jimmy's way of keeping, hopefully, Jay on the up and up, because when he was on his single runs, he was slipping. He was personally slipping. So him being around Jimmy can be like, look, we ain't doing this, we ain't doing that. All right, we're gonna go here, but we need you to chill because you're not messing this up for me because I got a baby on the way. So I'm gonna need you to chill. If I gotta chill, you gotta chill. So
did you
it's like, huh?
Did you catch what Jay said to him on Monday before they won the titles?
What did he say? I missed it.
I forgot.
In the locker room, because it's directly related to what you're saying right now, Charlie. He told him, he said, look, I'm going to summarize. He said, I've been messing up a lot, and I don't want to mess this up for my brother. That's basically what he said.
And he has, and that's why he had the World Heavyweight Championship taken away from him. That match with Gunther and Goldberg didn't need that title, but it was an easy transition because Jay was slipping, and it's like, you know what? Let's just do it this way. And then what happened to Gunther? He wound up losing that championship anyway. He didn't even have it that long, so that goes to show that he wasn't meant to have that championship. And
he was carrying a pretty bad injury.
That too. But it's I'm glad to see them, killing it together. So hopefully it stays that way. Because
the theme song
we
is
love
back.
ourselves at Usos.
Their theme song is back. They debuted it at Fanatics.
For the day one-ish?
Yeah, the original Uso song with a different Titantron.
Oh, good.
Okay. Just as long as I can still yeet, we good. Let's see. We already got whipped of Truth. Tiffany time is on his way back. They was talking about it on Mimi's morning show, but one of the guys in the space was saying she had an ankle injury. That ankle injury was actually kayfabe, because storyline wise, Jade Cargo, smash her ankle. We don't actually know what her injury is because it's been determined to be undisclosed injury. So we don't know. It could be a term used for something else. Maybe not an injury at all, but they usually just say that. But she had an undisclosed injury. But good news is she is primed and ready to come back. And rumor has it she's going to have a major role on the road to WrestleMania, which is why she was featured in that commercial, being having a seat at that table. As much as some people don't like her, I love me some Tiffany time. WWE is very high on Tiffany Stratton. The woman gets pops when she came out. They're not Rhea Ripley type pops, but she still gets a reaction, a good positive reaction. So, John, how happy are you to see that the buff Barbie is pretty much on her way back to serve up some trouble?
It's cool. I mean, I'm glad she's back. She's good. I know she's not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm not going to deny it. We're not even going to shake. I'm not even going to try to deny it. We know she's not everybody, and not everybody's meant for everybody. Mm-hmm. But if people did not think she was not coming back to be a prominent role in WrestleMania, you don't, in the words of our boy Matt, you don't know ball. You think they had her in that commercial just for to be a hood ornament? No. Every person you saw in these WrestleMania commercials will have a prominent role in WrestleMania 42. Let's stick with the women. Yes, Charlotte Flair's in the commercial. She'll have a prominent role. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley in the commercial. They'll definitely have prominent roles. Jake Cargill's in the commercial. She'll definitely have a prominent role. And yes, Becky Lynch will have a prominent role. Yes, Liv Morgan will have a prominent role. And yes, Tiffany Stratton will have a prominent role. They're not putting them in that commercial just because they need to fill airtime. Same thing with the men's side. We know Roman Reigns is going to have a prominent role. We know CM Punk's going to have a prominent role. Paul Heyman's going to have a prominent role. And yes, people, Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes will have a prominent role in WrestleMania. You hate it or love it. You don't like it, cry in the river and build a bridge and get over it. But she's going to be, I think she's going to be okay. And I always think about the what ifs. Because it was always thought that she was originally pitched to be Maxine Dupree when she was coming out of NXT. And then obviously Maxine Dupree became Maxine Dupree. And then that's when the whole daddy's girl thing, it really didn't take off like it did. But when she got out of that whole little shell, we saw that she actually has talent. Now she still got to work a little more on her character skills and everything. But that's all gonna come that's all gonna come with growth. Now I want to see how they bring her back. Does she have a little of that NXT Tiffany where she was kind of a little B word, or do we see the Tiffany that has basically became one of everybody's favorite blondes?
Yeah.
Well said.
Faith, got anything you want to add to
it? Yeah, I was one of those people that couldn't stand it. When Tiffany time came around, I wanted to clock out. But I will say this. She grew on me. As lately, a lot of the wrestlers are growing on me for various reasons, but Tiffy showed that she was one of the girls. She was one of the it women in the division. The only thing that soured me towards her was her comments to Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. As far as her in-ring ability, I can't deny that at all. However, I think, and then this could be bold craziness, but I think that she comes back to dethrone Jade.
I don't think that's not crazy. That's not crazy.
If not to dethrone Jade, to interfere in some capacity.
Yeah, she is slated to have a big role, so she might win the Chamber. She might win the Rumble. She might
still hoping
somehow
for
get a
Bianca.
rematch between now and then. Same here. Same here.
She was with the Usos.
I still think she should have a dominant run. She was. And Cody Rahim, you know.
By the way, that picture with him and the Usos.
Little foreshadowing, huh, Faith?
Remember, they all
speaking of yep, goon with a shiesty mask. Speaking of Cody, I actually want to. We was talking about it earlier. John alluded to it earlier because he's seen it too. So we all pretty much had agreed that Roman Reigns is winning gold in 2026. So we all also, especially me and you, Faye, we all pretty much determined that Roman Reigns was going after the World Heavyweight Championship, that he was done with the WWE Championship. So they were saying, there was reports that the rumored match was supposed to be in Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns 3 for the championship, but supposedly those plans went awry when Drew McIntyre won the 3 stages of hell. Now, there's this. So, supposedly, between now and Vegas, Roman Reigns is supposed to, the rumor is, take it with a grain of salt because all sources is not good sources. We're not reporting anything. We just call what we see. So rumor has it that Roman Reigns is supposed to beat Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. And supposedly the rumored match of Cody versus Roman Reigns 3 is actually still supposed to happen, is expected to happen in Vegas. However, it won't be just any Cody Rhodes. There's a rumor that he's supposed to beat Roman Reigns, but with a character change. In other words, we could get Homelander Cody at Vegas.
Okay.
Your thoughts on this quote unquote again rumored report, because not all sources are good sources. So again, take it with a grain of salt, but a lot of stuff be lining up sometimes, and we seen crazy stuff happen on the road to WrestleMania.
Okay. Everything was on the right trajectory until Friday morning. Actually, it started that Wednesday.
That's right. Yeah.
And then Friday morning, the gavel came down and said, all right, Drew's taking it. Because the higher ups wanted him to take it. The middle higher ups did not. The plan was to have Cody hold on to that title for 1 to 2 more years, with either of those years being a full villainous heel run. Now that Drew, here, they didn't insert Jacob into this for no reason. Jacob is the catalyst for the change in Cody.
Mm-hmm.
He's the reason that the heel persona has been showing for months and months and months and months, for over a year. It's been slowly
Ever since he beat KO at Saturday Night's Main Event.
Mm-hmm.
The seeds were there.
And if you notice, when Cody arrived, I don't know if you guys saw this part of SmackDown. When Cody arrived to the arena, they were booing him.
Mm-hmm.
They were booing him massively. Then when they got in the arena, you could hear the boos, but you could also hear them pipe in some cheers and things. And that Cody Rhodes song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that Cody is falling off. I'm not saying Cody's not a great in-ring performer, but it's kind of like Sami Zayn. Sammy's underdog story has ran its course years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Cody's QB1 story has ran its course, and now it's time for the villain. And you got Jacob, and now you got Drew. Because Drew about to say something. He ain't about to let Cody forget who dethroned him.
Nope. Yep.
So then the rumor of Roman versus Drew for the WWE title, that would be a way to get back to Roman versus Cody. Here's my thing. I don't see it happening. I see Drew holding that title for a little bit.
I do too.
Let's be clear. WWE appreciated and enjoyed Drew when he was champ during the pandemic. He held it down.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see Drew holding that WWE title. One thing about Roman, he ain't going back for seconds. He's done with that WWE title. They dropped that seed that Roman would one day hold that World Heavyweight Championship when it was debuted. Do y'all remember Paul Heyman looking at that belt? He had his hand on it when it was sitting on that little pedestal. And he said something about
and Roman kind of looked at it like
yes, that seed was planted many, many moons ago. And so I still think the plan is to put that World Heavyweight Championship on Roman's shoulders because they want more prestige to that title. You mean the champs that held it didn't bring enough prestige? Well, let's be honest. There's only been Seth. Drew held it for 5 minutes and 46 seconds. Jay and
Damian Priest.
And Damian Priest. As much as I love Jay, as much as I love Drew, even Gunther, with all his accolades, it's still, the prestige is not there for that title. They want some real big names holding that title. So I still think that the World Heavyweight Championship is the goal. Now that Cody's lost his title, I still think we're going to get Punk versus Roman at Mania.
Me too.
And I think Roman walks out Mania with that title.
I'm still holding out the theory that the next guy to dethrone Roman Reigns will be Braun Breaker.
At SummerSlam.
Yep.
We're on the same.
That's my theory. Yeah. He'll be the next guy. He's going to be the next guy because the way he's setting up right now, being uncontrolled, that man's going to be dangerous.
Did y'all hear Brock Lesnar's interview?
What interview?
He did an interview?
Yeah, he did it. I was shocked too. And he talked the whole time. I was like, wait a minute. I forget who he was doing the interview with. I'll send it to y'all. But he was asked one specific question.
Cool.
And the question was, do you want another title run? Would it be nice? And he said, at this juncture in my career and who I am, I don't need the title. But do I want another run? Yes. Well, where is SummerSlam?
In his hometown, Minneapolis,
His
Minnesota.
backyard.
So if we don't get Roman Braun at SummerSlam, we could see Roman Brock. Or if Roman drops before SummerSlam to Braun, we could see Braun and Brock for that title.
So my question is this then. If they go back to Roman and Brock, what happens to that whole clause that Brock can't challenge Roman for the title ever again after the last man standing match from SummerSlam in Cashville?
Drew
that's for the WWE Undisputed Championship. The World Heavyweight Championship wasn't even. Yeah, that's a whole different title.
Okay.
Because you have to remember that title.
Roman doesn't have Paul Heyman. Roman doesn't have Paul Heyman to enforce anything anymore. So,
good point. There you go. Good point.
But you also have to remember that title that Drew has is made up of the Universal title and the WWE title. The World Heavyweight title is a new baby. But I am gonna say this. There is a storyline that has to start this year. It has to for WrestleMania 43 to go the way it needs to go. And it has to start, I'm going to say, somewhere around SummerSlam Survivor Series. So Roman has to have that title at either of those for that. And the storyline has to kick off at one of those. For 43, for Roman's involvement at 43 to be what it needs to be. If y'all get what I'm saying.
If you smell what Faith is cooking.
There you go.
No, I've been smelling it.
Because he's ready. He's ready to retire. He's been talking about it
what
in
if
Instagram posts.
Who? Dwayne or Roman?
Dwayne.
Oh yeah.
He's tired.
What if
about all the time?
What if Braun Breaker is that last resort, that guy for Dwayne?
He's already chosen who he wants to retire him.
No. I mean, working for getting that title off of Roman to kickstart that feud. Like, what if, Seth couldn't do it? Seth couldn't get it done. He messed up the plan not once, but multiple times. Solo couldn't do it, and he trusted Solo to do it. What if Braun Breaker is that last piece that Dwayne needed?
He's The Rock's champion.
Yep.
I'm with you, True. I'm with you.
And it wasn't Cody. It wasn't Cena. What if it's Braun Breaker? He sees Braun Breaker as his cyborg, his animal that's going to rip it from Roman Reigns.
Braun Breaker and The Rock paired up is gold. Because that would give Braun Breaker an open door to everything and anything.
And The Rock don't have to be there, so Braun Breaker don't have to worry about anyone being in his ear, tell him not to do this, not to do that. Rock can just be like, just take the title off of him. I don't care how you do it.
Yep. Let him off the leash. Let him go crazy. Because we've yet to see Roman and Braun one-on-one, so they're saving it for something. Because if I see another Bronson Reed Roman Reigns match, I'm gonna go crazy.
I think he's done with that. If anything, I have a feeling we would have seen Roman a little bit sooner, but with Seth being injured, they just hold Roman off to Rumble.
Now, I thought that you heard what I know when you were kind of hinting at something about Roman earlier. but it's not what I thought it was.
Oh, what's your version?
There is a possibility that a certain person was planted into the vision by a certain architect who, on his return,
Oh yeah, theory,
has a plan to make a temporary alliance with his big brother to come back and go after Paul Heyman and to tear
Listen,
down everything
man.
Paul Heyman has built.
Look, man, if Seth can pull that off and finally get Roman Reigns back on his side, because Roman Reigns is like, we still got to get that Roman Reigns Seth Rollins match. I think we're gonna get that at SummerSlam.
It's going to happen. It's still on the line. They have to end that before Roman retires. But also,
I think it.
No, I'll tell y'all. I can't say that online.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen at SummerSlam before Braun Breaker cashes in. He finally gets that monkey off his back.
You got Braun Breaker for Money in the Bank?
Nice.
Okay. I had Bronson Reed.
Kind of crazy, and she
Could be
was.
one of them.
Well, I'll say I had Dom.
You never know.
You said you had who's?
I have Dom.
I like that too.
You never know. But as far as being the next guy to dethrone Roman, it has to be Braun Breaker.
I agree.
The only reason I think Bronson Reed gonna get that Money in the Bank briefcase is because they were foreshadowing it while Seth was out with his fake injury.
I mean, I think Braun Breaker was looking at it too.
Yeah, but who was the only person that ever carried it? It was Bronson Reed.
But with the warpath that Braun Breaker is on, and like you said, we still haven't gotten that Braun Breaker Roman Reigns.
Nope.
And I think if anything, Braun Breaker is more marketable than Bronson Reed. I think they're trying to push the rocket on Braun Breaker. No disrespect to Bronson Reed. I mean, he's the Australian, Mark Henry. But I think they're trying to put the rocket on Braun Breaker. So the man looks good in the suit. The man, he's young. I think he's going to be the guy to win Money in the Bank.
Yeah. I mean, they said before the end of last year, reports came out that there were 3 people that were getting major pushes for 2026. Braun Breaker, Jacob Fatu, and one of the women. I think, was it Jade or Tiffy? I can't remember which one it was.
It's probably Tiffy.
So I could definitely see them strapping that rocket to Braun. My question is, will he be able to handle it?
I think right now, with him being with Paul Heyman, I think he'd be ready by the time that moment comes.
Okay.
I believe so.
Like the way y'all think?
He'll prep him. He'll prep him between now and then. I mean, look what he did. Look what he did to a young Brock Lesnar.
For real.
So
I'll say this: 2026 this year with WWE, especially now that they've brought in new creative leads, co-leads, writers. I think once they find their rhythm, because we can see it coming together with Raw and SmackDown lately since they've been at it. I think once the team collectively finds their rhythm, and you have to remember they got contracts to honor and uphold as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think once they put all those pieces together, the puzzle that they make is going to be quite enjoyable.
Yep. Exactly. 2026 is going to be a good year for WWE for wrestling, so I can't wait because they're starting to cook now to the point that now both Raw and SmackDown collectively is going to cook at the same time
Yeah.
instead of one over the other, and that's the part I'm loving. But with that being said, TNA, I had some TNA news that in February they're going back to Nashville, so they're finally
Oh,
moving out of Florida. You know, they was housing themselves over there for a bit, but thanks to the TV deal, they're getting back on their feet. So they're heading back to Nashville in February. So it's gonna be a mixture of live and take events per usual. So I'm happy for TNA. That partnership with WWE is exactly what they needed.
mm-hmm.
I called it from the beginning that TNA partnered up with WWE. WWE's trying to get TNA put on, and they got put on to a deal. So,
Congrats to them.
job well done. Yep.
Can I can
And
I
they're
ask you
still
a
swapping
question real quick?
players. Yep.
And it's to both of y'all. I
Uh-huh.
heard Santino Morello say something very interesting.
Okay.
And if it happens, I don't know. I think because I researched it because I couldn't remember, I think it would be extremely historic. He said that he may have to give Trick Williams his rematch for that TNA title.
He said it during the contract signing with Frankie Kazarian and Mike Santana.
Right.
Because way it is, because obviously we all know Santana and Frankie respect Kazarian. So that was that was the original main event for Genesis. But after Kazarian, but they pulled an audible, and Frankie and Mike Santana said, going into this new era, and we're gonna meet on the first TNA and the AMC era, which is tomorrow night in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And Santino was basically saying, if Santana you lose, you go to the back of the line. But and obviously it's Frankie, you need an opponent for Genesis. That's where the talks about calling, him up, calling up, saying he just mentioned Trick Williams, but Santino's still out of it because he's still heartbroken for getting stabbed in the back of his daughter.
I mean, listen, ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. They may do it, but it's with Trick being on SmackDown and moving on up. I have yet to see WWE mix main roster talent with TNA, so it remains to be seen if Trick will actually get that call from
But what
Santino.
And then Nick Nemeth hitting about calling his shot tomorrow night as well.
What if Trick, and I know this is a far-fetched what if he did win it back and brought it to main roster? Would that be a first?
Oh, it would. It definitely be a first.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was still a first when he brought it to NXT, so it'd be a first then. But I guess IXL saying they're in London tomorrow, and there've been no hints that he's probably heading back to the States. Because there's even talk about, obviously, I know Trell's going to get into the news about the Rascals. There's also talk about Leon Slater hopping on the European tour as well. So that's a whole fluid situation.
Yeah, ain't no telling what's going on about that. But quick thing about the Rascals, AEW did sign all 4 members of the Rascals today. They were reported backstage at AEW and they signed their contracts. What Tony Khan's going to do with them, I don't know. Because let's be honest, AEW has a whole lot of roster in the first place, so I don't know why they went ahead and signed 4 more people. I'm going to stick to my guns and say this is just to take a jab at TNA because I called it from the beginning with this new deal. with TNA partnering up with WWE, TNA has a chance to take over AEW as the number 2 brand. So now I think Tony Khan is shifting his focus from WWE to TNA. Because now he's signing TNA stars. Jake Something is signed already. Josh Alexander is signed over there. Now they signed the Rascals. So I think now Tony Khan shifting his focus and trying to kill TNA while TNA is about to get really, started. So,
Okay.
which is dumb.
Well, and it's rumored that Tommaso, he had 2 other promotions he was thinking of meeting with. TNA and AEW are those 2.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Tommaso Ciampa's been in WWE for years, so with him, it's just probably let's see what the grass looks like over there before I get all my chickens and head back to the hen house. So I think that's just let me see what's over there if I want to retire, outside of WWE. So
I think
I don't fall for that. But
I think Ciampa is gonna be more like Johnny, because when Johnny contract lapsed, he just took time off, and then next thing you know, he popped up on Raw. He popped up on Raw one night. So I think that I mean, I'm not saying Ciampa's coming back, but I think that's what, like you're saying, I think it's more of him just taking a break, and then he gonna decide if he wants to when he's ready to get back in the ring, if he does.
Yep. Well, all right. So we're pretty much at the end of the road almost. Let's get into one of our favorite segments. And Faith, since this is your first time here for this newly crowned segment,
I'm already.
Let's get into it. It's that time for the infamous,
This is what we doing. We doing this. What we doing? I made this song. You like it or what? How about new? How about no?
Hey.
Let me be clear. That dude listen. That I look 10 times better than the AI version of me, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all look like brothers.
As long as you don't say we're Sean and Marlon, that's what matters. Really? You had to go there. Just had to be Sean and Marlon, huh? Just had to be Sean and Marlon, huh?
Hey, Faith, since you was the resident guest coming off the island, I might let you start off. Who are you like to ask if this is what we doing? Who are you trying to call out?
Let me think. It doesn't. It could be anybody, right?
Anybody. Candace, we gotta make one for Sports Review for calling out names. Got to keep. I'll talk to Chaos Productions, see what they got in the lab. They got something in the lab, but Chaotic Productions. But that's just strictly for Wednesdays.
All right. I'm ready. This
is yours.
All right.
Lance and Hawaii.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Lance and Hawaii.
Oh boy. Oh man. Go ahead. We
already know. Get brought up eventually.
Did really Lance? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really, Lance? Y'all was in matching gear, Lance. Matching gear that, by the way, Jimmy Uso designed. Y'all was in matching gear. Y'all blood. You kick and spear the baby of the family. And ironically, you do it within a short time frame of you, quote unquote, leaving NXT. By your choice. Not because they let you go, but by your choice, supposedly. You turned on your blood. And then you let it be known in your little cryptic IG post that you were sent by somebody. Who was you sent by, Lance? Because Zilla said a lot of names when he was asked who they thought sent Lance. But there's one name he didn't mention.
Except for one that he supposedly walked away from.
Except for one.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't say Shawn Michaels, Lance. Now, I also know that Zilla been meeting up with Jay and Jimmy and Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
I also know his name is trademarked under WWE.
Well, we shot the Jacob beat at the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
I also know there is supposed to be a faction of the bloodline in every part of WWE, from LFG and Evolve all the way up. And one thing about this family, there's going to be betrayal somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But Lance, that's what we doing. And you open the door for Ricky. Ricky, you the other part of this for me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You cost Zilla too. Ain't nobody told your bitch ass to show up. But wait a minute, Ricky, ain't you going after a title? Ain't there a title you want in NXT? Ricky? Count your days, Ricky. You better watch your back.
Let me find out. Shawn Michaels sent Lance on a mission and have everyone thinking he walked away from NXT just to lure Zilla to NXT.
They didn't trademark Isaiah Fatu for nothing. They ain't got him hanging out with Jacob while Jacob was on hiatus for nothing, because they were in training gear.
Well, they always been, neck and neck at the hip, even in independence.
Right. But if the tag division is kind of getting cleared out, what better tag team to put together than Jacob and Zilla?
Talk about it. Jeez.
So I'm just waiting for his debut, because he's coming.
Oh,
Lance,
please let it be
count your
NXT.
days. Ricky, count your minutes.
He gets minutes. And that is Faith with her. This is what we're doing. Sir Watson, the floor is yours. I don't really have this is what we're doing. So
this is what we're doing is to people in IWC last night. I saw a couple people who were basically crapping on Jada Parker's return and all saying that this is what we're getting, Blake. I mean, what are we talking about here? We really have a problem with Blake Monroe versus Jada Parker? That's an issue? Really? Did you not see the pop she got when she walked out into that PC last night? That spoke enough for it. That spoke values. She hadn't been on TV in 3 months. And the first second she walks out there, and Blake Monroe's probably one of the biggest stars in NXT now because all the pre and post call up, and she walks out there, interrupts her, and you can you can't even hear, probably can't even hear your own thoughts in your brain because everyone was so happy to see her, and now she's making that face turn, and she lays out Blake Monroe. But we think this is bad for Blake. I'm like, this is bad. We had a problem with Jada Parker versus Blake Monroe. Really?
Get him.
We hear
Not everybody that shows up to NXT is going straight to the NXT Championship.
Thank you.
That's the problem. They expect everybody who shows up is going straight to the top, to the championship.
Am I the only one that thinks they?
But Ricky did it.
on Blake just to be petty towards Tony Khan.
Yep. What?
Yep. They did. That Faith was saying that they give Ricky Saints the NXT Championship just to pretty much a spit in the face of Tony Khan for dropping the ball on Ricky Starks.
Well, and Blake too.
Yeah. But Blake only had the North American. She didn't have the. Well, I mean, it's all the same. I mean, look at Ethan Page. Ethan Page showed up, and his first match, he won the North American Championship the first time. No, the NXT Championship, excuse me. On his first match.
Yep.
But Ethan Page has proven to be a great. They really did drop the ball on Ethan Page, though.
Big time.
It's only a matter. Hopefully, we get Scorpio Sky to pull up there. To be honest, I doubt it, but that'd be cool. A little blast from the past, but yeah, not everyone is going to get shot. Is going to get the title. I mean, Jordan Grace was in NXT for a minute, didn't touch that championship not one time, and look, she's already on the main roster and she's already staring down the WWE Women's Champion. Me and John said this all the time. Not everyone has to have the NXT Championship to be successful later on in life.
No, Bianca didn't have it.
Nope. So it's possible. Not everyone's going to get what they want. Do I want Jada Parker win gold? Of course.
Yeah.
Do she really? Is it going to be the end all be all if she don't? No. But with her having this face run, I'm optimistic.
Wait.
She might get her on the face run.
What'd you say, Trill?
I said with her face turn, I'm optimistic that she's gonna win some type of gold.
Oh, okay.
Optimistic. You never know.
Saying, she went from really feuding with from Thea Hill to being fed Jada Parker. Someone save her or being fed to or King Kevin NXT to feud with Jada Parker instead of going to the main roster. Can we stop the crap?
Get them, Moose.
Cut the crap. Come on, dude.
Seriously.
I was riding Jada Parker's nutsack for last. Shut up.
Do people not realize your career in NXT and your career on the main roster is two different things?
They don't.
No, they don't.
It's not the same. It's still a developmental brand. So you can have a losing streak on NXT and become a made star on the main roster overnight. So let it cook. I mean, Blake Mariah May, she has that perfect character that, she can win some matches, she can lose some matches, but the people who are in the match with her are going to benefit.
Mm-hmm.
So I
hurt.
like this type of Blake Monroe because she can go both ways with her character. So listen, it's developmental. We needed Jay Parker back. She's going to be a key piece in that women's division.
Mm-hmm.
So let that woman have her shine. And go ahead, Faith.
I don't know why people acting like they ain't missed that cake. Y'all better shut up.
I damn sure did.
Seriously.
I damn sure did.
That woman with her long hair when it's not in a ponytail. I mean, she might be a tweener, but people love her. So, she might lean towards that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So either way it goes.
Everybody love Miss Parker.
She's getting that love now.
Yeah, you heard.
She's getting that love now.
You can't even hear.
Miss Parker.
Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Yep.
They all
and you notice, Faith. You notice, Faith, that both her and OTM are still on the same side of the fence.
Come on.
And it sounds like they're gonna be tag team champs real soon.
I just got one question for Jada. I don't know if I should say.
I'm scared.
Is this gonna make JoJo upset? Go ahead.
Diabolical. You know that?
I just want to know how Jada gonna feel when the Usos show up in NXT to fight OTM. I just want to know who she gonna root for. No, Usos don't leave. I just want to know who she rooting for. She gonna yeet or no yeet? What we doing?
All right, man.
Hey, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, Faith. You remember when Jay used to flirt with Rhea, be like, "Hey, mommy,"
Yes.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Let me find out that Usos put up the NXT and he started doing that with Jada Parker. I'm like, mm-hmm.
You mean he continues to do it with Jada Parker?
You like, on this time in public.
True.
Like, hey, Miss Parker.
Y'all know y'all be seeing Jay high
That'll
stepping
be something.
after he do a move in the ring. Y'all know what it is. You know what it is.
I'm just waiting for Jada to yeet just one time.
Oh my God. When she do trail, y'all gonna have to come get me.
She does it one time. It could be like low key, like thing when she think no one gonna notice. I mean, I saw you.
She could do it with one hand, just a little key.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I just want to know who she's rolling with.
We got the last segment. My favorite segment is it's called We Acknowledge. We like to give flowers and shout outs to people who do good in the wrestling community or anything thereof. So I'll lead this one. My acknowledgement is two group of guys that don't get enough flowers as they should. I mean, for the most better part, you always have Michael Cole and Pat McAfee, giving us gems, giving us gold. You know what I'm saying? But there's a group on SmackDown that has been killing it that we haven't seen since Michael Cole and Taz. And that is Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett. When they called that main event on SmackDown in that 3 stages of hell, they were cooking. They had me invested in this match. They had me excited in this match. They gave me panic attacks in this match. And there was a few moments, I don't know if you guys noticed, that Wade Barrett was taking the lead in calling that match. Joe Tessitore was quiet for a good 30 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds.
He was.
And then Joe comes in. Joe comes in and he takes the lead. So it's like these two have been doing some great work together. And I don't think they get enough credit because, like I said, SmackDown hasn't had a combination like that since Michael Cole and Taz. So I just want to give, my thoughts and my shout outs to Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett because we found the team for SmackDown. So now Raw and SmackDown both got great commentary teams moving forward whenever Pat McAfee gets back. They're gonna be cooking. All 4 of these guys are gonna be cooking. And that's my shout out to them. Faith, you got anybody want to shout out? Give a little acknowledgement.
I do. I actually do. Because she grew on me and I got a little place in my heart for her. A little spot for Miss Maxine Dupree. She
talk about it.
She showed me a little something. She showed me some when she had Becky in them ankle locks. I was like, intensity, intelligence.
Integrity.
Come on, Maxine. Come on out there and break that ankle. Maxine showed me she got a little bit of a chihuahua in her. It ain't a pit bull yet. It ain't a pit bull yet.
That's funny.
It's a chihuahua. It's a chiweenie, okay? But she barking and she biting. And I loved it. She grew on me. Now, I want to see her continue to dive into that part of herself. even without the title, I was getting intrigued and I was rooting for her because y'all know I lost a big bet on her.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a Maxine hater for days.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to her. She improved greatly. Her in-ring work improved. Her promo, to me, her on the mic wasn't that great. I think it got better once they put that title on her. I think she showed them that she is viable as a champion, as a mid-card champion. I don't like mid-card. I don't know why that bothers me, but I'm saying the terms I know. So shout out to Maxine. I acknowledge you, girl. You came in there and pulled them little straps down and did your little best Kurt Angle impression, and I'm proud of you, girl. And then you went off and married a half brother, half Dominican, I think he is. Shout
Damn,
out
why
to you.
you gotta do him? Why you gotta do him like that? That's the most backhanded compliment. Why you gotta do
No,
that, brother,
I'm being
like that?
for real. The boy look good.
Okay. Just making sure.
She got her some seasoning. I'm gonna be quiet.
You know she be at the cookouts. You know she be at them cookouts. John, you got anybody you want to acknowledge?
Yes, it's like a 2-for-1. I want to acknowledge. So I need to acknowledge this to TNA and to and AAA. So I want to acknowledge them because we've been talking about these partnerships and they are benefiting. We've been pinning on it. The TV deals. Tomorrow night, they're going to make history tomorrow night with TNA is going to make history tomorrow night with this big production tomorrow on AMC. And there's the headline right there, Frankie Kazarian and Mike Santana. You got the Hardys and Elijah taking on Order 4. AJ Styles is going to be in the house. The Inspiration is defending the Knockouts tag titles against the Elegance brand. It's going to be a good night. It's going to be a big night, and I can't wait to watch it. And then AAA, they got their deal with Fox in Latin America, and their first show is Saturday, which is happening at the same time as Genesis, and then it's headlined by this match with El Grande Americano versus Vikingo to see who's going to be the number one contender for Dirty Dom's AAA Mega Championship. So that's going on. Why at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, you got TNA Genesis on TNA Plus and on pay-per-view. Over on Fox in Latin America, Tubi, Fox One, but here in the States on YouTube and Facebook, you're gonna have AAA. So it's gonna be a full Saturday night of wrestling. So I just want to acknowledge these corporations for going out there and willing to do these partnerships with WWE or let WWE acquire them in the case of AAA. And look where they're paying dividends, big money. New money, I should say, as they would say, new money.
All right. So, and shout out to AAA and TNA. All got TV deals thanks to WWE. So we all everybody winning. So before we get out of here, though, I actually want to play a game with y'all. I was hoping JoJo was here, but she's not here, so we're gonna do it without her. But it's called Giving It Up. So let me set the. Bear with me. It's called Giving It Up. So there's a dinner table. We at a restaurant. You got 9 former and current world champions sitting at the table. Chopping it up, going, talking about their history, talking about their stories, what's, just mingling with the boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Randy Orton walks in. He wants a seat at this table. But again, it's all full. There's only 9 seats and they're occupied. So I want everyone to think about it very, very, very long and hard before you answer this question. And everyone that's watching in the chat, take emotion out the window. Use logic when you answer this. Who's giving up their seat at the table for Randy Orton?
Oh boy. I think the logical one would be Cody. The logical ones are either Cody or Drew. But if I had to guess,
so
it's either Cody or Drew. One of them are giving up their seat for Orton.
So if you would pick one, who would you pick and why?
I think I'm gonna pick Drew only because we haven't seen him as the face of the company with fans yet, and we know what Cody has done as the face of the company in front of the fans, and as a champion. So I'm gonna ask Drew to head to the visitors table and give the seat to the Viper.
All right, Faith. Who should give Randy Orton their seat and why?
Brock Lesnar.
Ooh.
All right. Why Brock? Why Brock?
Yeah, Brock's been a dominant force. He's been multiple time champion, but has he accomplished the things that Randy has? Out of everybody at that table, when I'm going solely based off of accomplishments, their career. At first, I was going to say Triple H needs to give it up to him. But then I had to rethink that. It ain't going to be the Unseen 17. It definitely ain't going to be The Undertaker. It's not going to be Roman.
Nope.
And you heard what Uce said about Cody. It's not going to be Punk, not even Seth. And even though Drew, we haven't really seen him with the fans as the face of the company, I can't take stuff away from Drew either. But Brock to me was a kidnapper. He kidnapped the title and held on to it like a little baby for years. Other than F5 and people, you really didn't do nothing.
Okay.
How did you get the Money in the Bank contract? Paul Heyman got you in at the last minute, and you were a bully, and you went in there and took it from Mustafa Ali. So for me, Brock is the least of the people sitting at the table. He should get up. He should be made to get up and give Randy a spot.
Okay. Now here's mine, and it might shock some people. Yeah, you heard me.
Sorry, little Uce is here.
But I think it's Seth. I think Seth Rollins should give up his seat to Randy Orton. Because let's talk about it. So Faith mentioned Brock Lesnar. Okay, so he became the youngest WWE champion. He's been doing his young career. He's been in there with who's who of legends: Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, The Rock. He's beaten them, right? Goes to UFC, dominates UFC, becomes world heavyweight champion in UFC on his third match, if I'm not mistaken. After he done that, he comes back to WWE, beats The Undertaker, being the first one to give Undertaker an L on his WrestleMania streak. Became multi-time world champion after that. Highly decorated. That's a legacy of itself, right? Then you have Cody Rhodes. Made a name for himself in New Japan, became a legend in New Japan by being one of the founding members of the Bullet Club. Goes to AEW, starts his own company, and was the man over there. And of course, he has the Rhodes name. Roman, John, Undertaker, we don't need to run down their resumes. They got the legacy. Seth Rollins has all those championships, but what type of legacy does Seth Rollins really have? What has Seth Rollins done memorable that have you thinking, oh, yep, that's Seth Rollins? I mean, having Roman Reigns in the back. That's not a legacy though. That's a moment. That's definitely. That's a moment. Yeah, it changed the trajectory of how the Money in the Bank is. But for me, in my personal opinion, I think as everybody here who actually have decades of a legacy to build on, I think he's been like the greatest workhorse. Everybody else in that room, in that conversation, has been seen as a main event. Seth Rollins is the only guy who's still looked at as the greatest workhorse. And usually workhorse is mid card talent. I mean, that's a collective.
That's his legacy, though.
But does it stack up to everybody else's? Roman Reigns has his own legacy outside of the Shield.
You're right.
Does that little faction? Oh, I'm not gonna be disrespectful because I love the Shield. Does that faction's legacy have enough to carry to keep him at the seat at the table? When you got someone like Randy Orton, huh?
Oh, there you go. You froze for a second.
Oh yeah, Spectrum. I hate Spectrum. But yeah, so I think it should be. One can argue CM Punk, but I think CM Punk's legs. If someone would have made an argument to have CM Punk get up from the table, I wouldn't be mad. Because, but I would argue that he has a legacy also. Because he changed the trajectory of WWE with the pipe bomb. He goes to AEW. They create a show just for him and gave him his own roster. And once he left AEW, that show went to shit. And one of them got canceled. So, but does CM Punk have enough legacy to stay at the table?
More than Seth does, yes.
There you go. So that's why Seth Rollins should, give it.
And I'm gonna say more than Brock. The reason I chose Brock, and I had to think about my words. What I'm trying to say is all the men. Can you put that picture back up there real quick?
Yeah.
All the men at that table have put the company on its back and made it something. For me, Brock has not done that. He has great accomplishments. I'm not saying that he doesn't. He was the youngest champ. He's fought everybody. He did take the streak off the board. He did all those things. But when he held the title, he disappeared. Nothing he did built up WWE. In fact, he talked crap about WWE while he held the titles. Those other men at the table, they did something for the company. Like you said, John Cena, Undertaker, Roman, we don't even need to talk about what they've done. Triple H, Cody, Punk, even Drew. It's very little with Drew because Drew's run at the top technically is just now starting, even though he held the title during the pandemic. Just like John said, we don't know how he is with fans and being the face of the company. So that's why I chose Brock.
No.
Brock was not one of those pillars for me. And Randy is.
Oh no. I'm not saying you wrong. I knew we all was gonna have our separate answers and our reasoning. So that was just from my POV. So yours isn't wrong either, and neither is John. So that's why I wanted to play that game because I wanted to get, I knew everyone was going to have a unanimous answer. So that's all I wanted out of it. Hey, look who's back.
Girl. Oh, hell no.
Listen. I feel attacked.
I love her. I love her so much.
I feel attacked. She said she took a nap and everything and woke up and we still here.
Don't hate on us because we live on the West Coast.
Listen, we had a lot to talk about, and I really want to play that game. So I think that was a success. Yeah, it's something I wanted to do differently. So I came across that photo and I was like, oh, this would be perfect to ask people. So yeah, we all got different answers and reasoning. So that's all that matters. We all had different opinions. So that's what sports for you wrestling is all about. Not everyone's going to be wrong, and everyone has their own voice, their own opinion, and we're here to hear them out. So thank to everybody. Thank you, Faith, for showing up.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Tomorrow, best in the world. Me, Jeremy, Jake is back, and Mr. Faith himself, Big Dale. I expect to see Faith in the comments, per usual.
Yep.
But yeah, best in the world tomorrow, 4 p.m., 4:15 p.m. Pacific. As always, Sports U will be back Friday as they gear up for the Natty, which is coming. So they're gonna have y'all and all the coaches getting fired, and possibly John Harbaugh joining the Giants. They'll talk about that on Friday as well. TNA Genesis, AAA, this weekend. Y'all go out there, have some fun, enjoy the wrestling this week. TNA Impact debuts tomorrow on AMC Plus, AMC channel. Y'all go check that out. Check out Mimi on Devin the Tribal Chief's YouTubical page. They're gonna give some great content there. 5-4 will be back Monday, Tribal War Zone, to continue the European tour. It is Martin Luther King Day, as John eloquently says all the time. It's MLK, stay home. Oh yeah, she wanted to break this news, but unfortunately she fell ill. Our girl Nessa will be live at TNA Genesis in Dallas, Texas, representing the brand, representing both brands, and representing CCN. So shout out to her, because me and John have yet to go to a TNA event. So the fact that you were going before us, big props, big massive props. So we hope
we were close, but too close. It was too close to Mania, unfortunately.
Yeah, so hopefully you have some fun, and hopefully your voice comes back a little bit by then. Because I know she had hopes of using her microphone that she had, maybe get some little interviews with people. But sometimes we deal with the cards that are dealt. But pray that you have fun and have a safe travel with you, Anthony, Dad, and Josiah. So that would be Josiah's first ever wrestling event. So I'm happy for the kid, because I know how it is to go to a first event for the first time as when I was in high school. So, hold on. Oh, my bad. Okay.
Now that's love. That's love.
That's all love. Listen, me, I'm gonna be. I would say I'll keep my eyes open, but I'll be in San Diego, doing some things. So taking a little R&R vacation in San Diego, but I'll try to keep up with the show. And me, John, ATD, they're doing John and Monty and probably Faith. We're gonna have a Fab 4 ATD collab for Genesis this weekend, so be on the lookout for that. Promos and stuff will be coming out this week. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have something set up. Yes. We're gonna be looking for that sign,
and we're gonna go right for that sign. And since we know AAA is doing their first show on Fox, we will keep you updated on that during the show, because we'll probably be going right into that right after Genesis to see who will be the next to challenge one Dom Mysterio. Will it be El Grande Americano?
I think it's going to be Americano, because I think when they formed the alliance, I knew the end goal was going to be him taking the title off of Dom. That's my prediction on that one. But if you see the sign, screenshot it, send it to us.
Please.
Because that's gonna be that's gonna be dope. So
Yes.
have fun, Nessa. We love you.
Yes.
So we're gonna get up out of here. We'll see you Monday, Tribal War Zone. We'll be back next Wednesday. We got a special announcement next week regarding Royal Rumble. So stay tuned for that. We will be dropping that next week. So as always, it's cold out there, so wear some deodorant. But before you do, wash your ass, please. Good night, everybody.
It's the legend, calling up.